And we are live.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Ben.
Pinned, hello. Thank you for joining us for our possibly one out of several wrap-up sessions. We'll see. Depends on how long it takes. We are going to role-play them out.
I get to have fun being a god.
Yeah. Good old Jet the Psycho.
Praise Jet!
Jet the Psycho.
Although,
Of course,
Jet,
now it's going to be what's the name?
So Jet has a new image.
You want to wait and
We'll
put it in.
go with.
Yeah, I'll role play it.
Yeah.
But Jet will have a new persona to because when I created Jet,
Yeah,
he had a bunch of different personas. I never actually used a bunch of them.
that's true.
Because he's basically a charlatan.
Yeah.
So he has a priest persona, like a teenager persona, a merchant persona.
Jesus.
Yeah. Thanks to those wings, he was able to create a new persona. But Jet is his adventurer persona. So that's what he's been the whole time, because he's been adventuring.
Yeah.
And so now that he's a god, he has a god persona.
Makes sense.
Makes
a lot of
sense.
I mean, at this point, is it a persona anymore?
Well,
Because you're not pretending to be a god.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, not really pretending anymore.
Yeah, now Jet probably will change a lot, because when you have all that information poured into you all at once,
Yeah, basically, the way it works is, you know everything that every living creature in the living world knows.
Who knows more between him and Matrix?
So what about written knowledge?
I would probably say, actually, that if it was known, well,
I guess technically, if it was written knowledge, someone has probably studied it.
yeah.
To write.
Unless it's some book out there that, and you know what? I am going to actually say no to that. Because...
So there could be hidden written knowledge.
Yeah, because it would explain why there were some things that Nygmata didn't know. Plus, there's a major plot point for the second campaign that I'm planning. That would kind of be fucked if I gave you access to all knowledge.
It's basically this is going to happen, guys. Y'all should get ready for it.
So you're flavoring it as the god knowledge, but he's really the god of the hive mind.
Pretty much.
So okay.
That's really the better way to put it. But I will say that Roku, the god of time, probably knows about as much as you, just in a different manner.
Right. Just through. Oh, yeah.
So he knows a lot of stuff, but he doesn't have the mental capacity that you have. So there's a lot of stuff that he just flat out does not know, because
at that point, the god of mind really is basically a cluster computer, a cluster network,
a neural network.
Yeah,
neural
network.
Yeah. Which is why which is why when you guys were fighting him in his brain form, you were hearing all those different voices chattering and whatnot. It was literally him not being able to conceal everybody's thoughts anymore. They were literally just pouring out.
Makes sense. Alright, so recap.
Yep. Last time
We won!
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking Misfits.
It was a hell of a fight.
The fucking Misfits fought against Nygmata's true form, the Groot Slang, and, well, through a long and arduous fight, you guys managed to defeat him. He then took on his final form.
We did good.
We did.
Yep. He then took on his final form, and you guys managed to beat that as well. Just before he died, he tried to take Ciara with him. So he blasted Ciara. Ciara took his bulbous brain up into the heights and allowed her body to detonate, because that's what void dragons do when they die. She allowed herself to explode, and she gave you all sincere farewells. And then her soul was saved by the soul of Atticus Atlas, who was consumed by Nygmata thousands of years ago. He offered to sacrifice his own soul in order to bring her back, on the condition that you guys go and stop Endymion. You guys agreed. He brought Ciara back at the cost of his own soul, and then Jet absorbed Nygmata's consciousness. We played a game of rollies, and he won just by 1 point, but he won.
That was insane, man.
It would have been such a bittersweet ending because I would have taken time for Nygmata to take over.
It would have taken time. But canonically speaking, you probably would have lost yourself probably after the first, 5 cycles or something like that.
So in about
45 years. Close call, but you managed to pull it off.
It was, but you did.
Don't worry, Bart would have saw into the future and saw that you went crazy and stopped you.
Tried to stop you. That would have been a whole nother adventure. That would have been the second campaign. Is helping Bart find a way to stop Jet the second. 9 years later. No. The actual second campaign is going to take place much later on now. Anyway. And that's where we left off. You came back. You have Nygmata's consciousness as, assimilated now as your own, essentially. You feel a well of knowledge just course into your mind. It's very much like the quickening from Highlander.
I know everything.
Pretty much. You know everything that everybody else in the world knows. That is pretty much what that means. Every single shred of knowledge that is known to anyone in the world, anywhere, you now know what it is.
Now, can I connect to people's minds?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so true neural network.
Nice.
True neural network.
That's pretty cool. Wow.
So, hey, all those sex moves that Jet never knew existed.
I just imagine that you're overcome with all the stuff that you didn't know, or there's a bunch of stuff that's coming to your mind now that you're that makes sense. Why I never thought about that before?
Right.
And stuff like that. It's all
Damn, that's kiki.
Wow.
I could, yeah.
Hey guys, I just learned this new thing.
Speaking of, since you are still in the world of the realm of knowledge, or the realm of mind, essentially, and it is now your domain, you okay?
Decided to inhale my water.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
I love it.
You want me to give you time to recover before we come back to you?
I'm fine.
Okay. This is now technically, well, not technically, but this is now your domain. So instead of the whole, elephant carcasses and blood rivers and shit, what do you want this place to look like?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you shape it out to be?
Wait, are we in your domain right now?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still in the, we haven't left.
All right, so
Fuck.
What?
What's going to be in this perverted man's mind?
just you wait.
I just hope it's a lot more beautiful than this place.
So,
Right.
stone structure, chiseled marble floors, columns, fine tapestries aligning the walls, fine rugs and pillows strewn about, nice lanterns, and the realm is now inhabited by finely dressed servants and scantily clad women, and
That's the Jet we know and love.
and there's a banquet table full to the nine, and just all the luxuries accounted for for that time and age.
This is like something of Valhalla.
Basically.
So you're gonna tell all the souls that are escaping?
Yeah,
hey,
like as
hey,
all
y'all
this,
want to stay here?
as all of this is like taking form. It's not just you, the Misfits, that are like watching all this unfold, but all the souls that Nygmata had devoured as well, just looking on as like everything changes. And some of them like obviously have this confused look on their face, like they don't understand what's going on. But they're rolling with it.
Happy times are here
and
at
so,
last.
Jet, now, so his form changes.
Mm-hmm.
He looks around at everyone and says, "Now that I've come into my true self, allow me to take a more fitting form." And he grows and takes the shape and form of a loxodon with fine robes and symbols appropriate to the mind. He looks at all of you and says, "You may now address me as Yabat Mana."
Your Jet.
Yamatmana, the psycho.
And then you just like hear in your mind, of course he can call me Jet, but come on, I gotta play the role here.
You know,
I got these new duds, man. You can at least respect the drip.
it's a little weird, but you're still gonna be judging me.
Hold on. Respect the drip? Is that what you said?
Have you seen that Adam Sandler one that they've been doing?
No.
He's like, he's made millions of dollars and this is his drip. And
Oh.
he's like in, what was it, basketball
Drip.
shorts and a tank?
Fashion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Respect
this
the
is
brand.
your godly look now, huh?
This is the form that I will present myself. I find it fitting. Nygmata made a good, connection and a good case for the symbolism of these fine people, and he dresses himself. And
That's why I want to be just like them.
but instead of cruelly destroying them, I believe they should earn the respect that are due to them, and so that they shall be the form that I take.
All right. That sounds really nice.
Now,
I'm pretty beat
You
up,
okay?
so I need
Something happened to his computer.
I need
Just
some
crushed
sleep.
on me.
Oh no.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Is everything okay?
I hope so.
It looks like he's going to tears.
What happened?
It crashed.
do you need to plug it in?
I hope not.
All right.
Alright.
So,
Wow.
Can you bring...
now that since you've helped me come to this point, I believe each of you have earned a boon. Is there any form of knowledge that you wish to have?
Nice.
And I would be happy to give it to you.
Oh.
Form of knowledge.
Something.
He can totally do it. He's literally the god.
Ooh me.
Yes, Elon.
I can totally imagine Elon in all this ragged robe and be like, ooh me.
Like at one hit point or something?
Put
Like,
me back in. I have 16 HP.
Okay.
I'm a level 2 cleric forevermore.
That's true.
You can start
true.
being a cleric to,
I mean, I imagine.
what's your name again?
Yabat
Well,
Mana.
Yabat
Actually, have I
Oh, totally.
spoken out loud?
He
Go
can
ahead.
give you, he can just give you your other
If I haven't done it already,
18 levels.
so as he finishes all this, Jet will say, "I, Yabat Mana, will give you this boon. What is it you want, Elon?"
Ooh. I want to be your cleric.
I am honored that you have chosen to follow my path, Elon.
Give him the other 18th levels.
I will prepare you in every way possible to send forth my message to the world.
Okay.
Your mind, you hear. All right, you're gonna help me set up my brothels.
Wow.
You're a good friend, Elon.
Yeah, I know.
So you're turning Elon into your personal pope?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Pope Elon.
Pope Elon.
Because we know how well he did with the university.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, I mean, this timeline he did okay. Last timeline, not so much.
Yeah, so who killed my wife and who resurrected her?
Alright, so it was Bezo, first of all.
I fucking knew it.
Let's go murk Bezos too while we're at it.
Seriously?
All right, he's dead.
It was Bezos.
He couldn't have her. Nobody.
First of
could have
all, yeah, exactly.
He
First of all,
killed
it
her
was Bezos. He his original plan was to kill her, make it look like you did it, so that your school would turn against you. At some point, that kind of backfired because somebody caught wind of it and basically started spreading it around the school. And there was nobody that could really prove that he did it, but it was mentioned. It was said. The phrase "whatever's on the table plays" kind of plays in here. Yeah, so he couldn't make a move after that. After somebody had started that rumor.
Lucked out.
So he was right there, the one who took your wife from you.
Yep.
Well, you know what? We're going to go to Metropolis and we're going to kill his ass.
I can't do Jack.
As far as
I've got your back.
My
you guys have a god at your side. There's
I didn't
just
like
about
him.
nothing you can't
Exactly
do.
where he is and what he's doing.
I didn't like him the moment I met him. I'll happily put a bullet in
Gee,
him.
I wonder why. He
And
left
my
such a
black
great
razor
first
is
impression.
hungry.
And guess what? I
There you
can
go.
fill his mind with guilt-laden images.
Yeah.
And so soften him up so when you get there, he'll be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
So I got a question. So do you say this? Do you say this out loud?
Well, I do say. Okay. Well, yeah.
Can you get?
Yeah. Basically, I let him know that
Can you?
it was.
Okay.
You know.
Can you get Bezos to liquidate his business and distribute it towards the poor before we kill him?
I'm pretty sure he can.
Yeah, that's Bart, 100%. I mean, otherwise, after we kill him, the next asshole is just going to take over.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
And there's plenty of people
I
who
mean-
can use help.
Can the god of mind actually manipulate people?
Mentally?
Like domination type style, or just influence them?
No domination.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Nygmata played it easy on you guys while you were out adventuring. He could have easily ended you all
Shoot.
anytime
Okay.
he wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. Bezos is screwed.
Okay.
Pretty much. Now, the person who brought her back was Endymion.
Oh, obviously. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense. That's why she's a sister.
That's why she's a Starborn, yeah.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go, Starborn.
So why did Endymion do it? Just for kicks and giggles?
Oh, there's a reason.
But I don't have access to Endymion's
You
mind.
don't
Yeah.
have the access to Endymion's
Well,
mind.
hopefully that won't be an issue. We could probably talk them down.
It's alright, we can
Now,
work
here's the
Bezos.
question: can I go with them into Endymion's realm, or are they on their own?
That a question.
We don't know yet. Okay,
Because the
guys.
entire reason why the realm was created, Endymion's realm was created in the first place, was to prevent gods from entering it.
Alright, you said a boon, right?
Basically basically any
What would you like to know?
any
Barry?
nugget of knowledge.
Is it a chunk of knowledge, or he can bestow something on us?
It's
Mostly
knowledge.
knowledge.
Mostly
Yeah.
knowledge?
What would you like to know? I know everything.
He's Batman in the in that chair.
Can you
I
also...
don't remember his name.
You can't see what's coming in the future, but you know everything that's currently happening.
That's correct.
Can you? So we're here in your plane, in your world of existence. Do you still know what's currently going on
Yes.
back home?
Yeah.
So over the 9 years when you're gone, you'll know everything that's happening and also whatever we're up to.
Yep.
Then I ask you, well, I intend for my family to do what we were what we once did, be the vanguard against evil and darkness in the world. And I will train young Varian and whatever other children we have to continue to do that, even when I've passed on and when eventually Mahalia does as well. And I ask, well, all of you, to help me in that regard. If I have a child who shows great potential in hand-to-hand combat, can I send that child to you, Bart, and will you train that child?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I have every intention of taking over the marshals to do exactly what you say.
Good. And it's the same for you, Elon. If you would allow my children to join your academy should they wish to, would you be okay with that?
Oh yeah, I'd be okay with that. Just can't teach me.
I
Well,
wonder.
You have great teachers and people you trust there, I'm sure. And it is still your
So what
academy.
knowledge did you want
You
from
know,
me?
the academy could be a good
Starting point.
first church for the Church of Nygmata.
That could work.
It is an academy, and you are the god of
So-
intelligence and now sex.
Knowledge-wise, I want to know every
You will
major
be the Pope of Nygmata.
Sweet.
every major danger that comes into existence or is currently in existence for the rest of, well, existence.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
You give us forewarning of what's coming, and my family will stop it.
That
We'll try
is-
our best to stop it.
As long as there are those who will commune with me,
I don't ever believe in gods, but you're my best friend.
Says
I'll
so in
always
the book.
believe in you.
then
Says so. My hands
then I would
dandy
be
journal.
happy to help you in your endeavors.
So
All
every
right.
9
I
years.
just
I'm honored.
I'm thinking of that meme where it's the two astronauts on the moon and looking at the Earth, and the one of them's like, "Wait, so it's blah blah blah," and then the astronaut behind him has a gun. He's like, "Always was." It's like, wait, so Jet was always my friend? Always was.
Nice.
Anyway, so you want to know about every single major threat that occurs.
Every single major threat that exists or is coming, or whenever it happens, whenever he's like, "Oh, this is starting," I'll inform the Owensburgs.
So basically, like him and his family, his we'll just call it monster hunting clan, will have a divine, connection to help them,
That is
be
a
aware
good
of
question,
threats.
because commune itself is a very limiting spell, and it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But like every 9 years, you could always talk to both the Owensbergs and myself.
I'm sure with his knowledge, we can make a device that we can communicate with him.
That's very possible.
You
It'd
know
be like
that
a
won't work.
big red device where he says
so
something
you
bad's
know-
happening, and he calls the device, and we pick it up.
That currently does not exist. Now,
Technology, like major technology and science and whatnot, can't converse, create a sort of telecommunication network between dimensions.
Holly, you have anything you want to ask the new...
New god of
I
knowledge.
don't know. I'm scared to ask the wrong thing.
There is
Well-
literally no wrong thing you can ask.
This isn't like a monkey's paw situation. I'm pretty sure Jet's not gonna... Or, I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Nygmata.
Yeah, Batmana.
Yeah, Batmana.
I gotta try to remember that. Won't purposely try to screw you over.
Yeah, it's not like a monkey's paw. It's literally just.
Unless he decides
your
to make...
question.
Unless he decides to make it a monkey's paw.
Yeah.
Now
You
why?
guys helped Jet out, so your Batmana is going to help you guys out.
Well, I have complete faith in him.
You bought mana. I got 2 things to ask. One, how can I unlock the full potential of my celestial sword?
That's a great question.
So without unlocking the other celestial swords, like, while in your presence. It'll take you about 6 years to unlock the rest of them. You have 3 abilities already unlocked.
Cool.
It'll take you 6 more years to unlock the others, provided that you utilize it.
Oh, I'm gonna utilize it. The thing is that I want to get on the same level as Markov, where I can predict the future.
Gotcha.
So, question number 2: will you allow any spirit here that had their life prematurely ended by your predecessor a second chance?
If that's what they want.
I was about to say, plot twist, Jet's like,
Well,
they're mine now.
if it's possible, I mean.
If him as a bard can resurrect people,
That's
It-
a cool.
It is entirely up to the spirit in question.
Right.
Now, keep in mind that a lot of these spirits have been dead for a very, very long time. They might not want to.
turns out Lockmaster is a huge pervert, and he's like, no, this is heaven now.
Yeah, so about that.
It's like, I'm the opposite of you, Bart. I love the team.
Oh, wow.
Man.
And we got that on recording now.
It's for adults, guys. It's for
Now
adults.
that I'm in control of this realm, I intend to
You could basically grant them
get to
amnesty.
know each of those living here, and give them a respite from the torture that they endured from Nygmata. And so, given that this is the realm of the mind, and I can enhance the mind of those around me, I can give them whatever it is they desire.
So, follow-up question to the Celestial Sword. If we were to collect at least 2 more, the one for Jin and the one for Mahalia, and actually the 2 for, and possibly the Blade of Owensburg for Varys,
I would like it, that's for sure.
would that further expedite my mastery over mine?
Oh, yeah.
As long as you adventure together.
Then I suggest one thing we should do is take care of that cult, and maybe beseech Tracer to give up his Celestial Sword, as he's never done us wrong, so
Wow,
take
Tracer actually made it through this. Okay.
What, you expected him to die?
I wanted him to die.
Oh.
Like, I was like building that up to where he would sacrifice himself for y'all's sake. But now
glad I didn't get there.
Now he's definitely not dying.
You should have gone with us.
But
They don't want you.
if we can beseech Tracer to,
Yes, we do.
at the very least, figure maybe we could trade it for a service or something. Because he's never done us wrong, so I'd hate to take it from
You'll
him.
have to speak to him.
As far as that cult goes,
I know what he's thinking. How would he respond?
That is true, you would know. Actually, would you know? He has a celestial sword.
He does like Varys, so...
Oh, that's a question.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
yeah, that's the thing. Is the Celestial Sword a gun?
No.
So he probably wouldn't want it.
No, it's a gauntlet.
It's Gauntlet.
Oh, never
We
mind.
know what it is.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say that those with celestial swords are shielded from your influence.
Okay.
So, can't manipulate him the way you can manipulate others.
Okay.
Well, not manipulate, but he wanted to know what he was thinking.
No, I know.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying, like,
So I don't have a direct connection to him,
right.
but I could show up in front of him and be like, "Hey," like, and
Now, that being said, you could probably make an educated guess from all the people who know him.
True.
We could
Yeah.
always go talk to him. I did want to say,
There's that too.
well, he should know what happened.
But yeah,
You guys got a lot of people to visit.
Yeah.
but
We
yeah.
should probably get
So
started.
I would know whether or not it'd be a good idea for them to talk to him.
Maybe if I can talk.
Yeah. You can theorize it. Yeah, it's like
What's that?
Tracer was pretty on the level. But one thing that you do learn is that there's more than one of him.
What?
What?
Yeah.
There's multiple tracers.
Yeah.
Meaning,
There's more than one Tracer.
how?
The reason why he was able to go traveling around while also maintaining his position as commissioner in the gear district, was that there was more than one of him. The other one is from the past. The other one was from the past. He was sent to the future by an accident. There was a bit of a problem back during his original time. So one has actually lived for thousands of years because of his celestial sword.
Oh,
And there's another one that actually got
because
sent
of that.
forward in time due to some time travel chicanery.
Dude, he might not want to give it up because it means his death.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because you guys can theorize that it's basically just like with Miranda Markov. If he gives up his celestial sword, he may die. But there is already another one in existence, so...
Oh, so there's two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can get the second one. Well, hypothetically, let's say he doesn't want to give it up. Is there any way I could commune with him and with Phoenix, who also wields a celestial sword, to further unlock the potential of this
That
weapon?
is true. There's also Phoenix.
I'm asking.
Good luck getting a celestial sword from him.
No, not getting it. Commune.
Oh,
with him.
yeah.
In a way, just tell him, hey, you were an Indian.
You actually know, do you actually bring up Phoenix?
Yeah, I bring this up, dude. People who are current wielders, if I'm around them enough, would I be able to unlock more of this?
Oh,
faster?
yeah, definitely.
Because the idea is to unlock the time vision thing
Right.
ASAP.
Right. Essentially, when you come into contact with other celestial swords, you start to unlock their potential.
Well, I know where 3 are right off, and 3 are right off the bat, and then 1 in the sepulchre. So
Yeah, can we travel to the sepulchre?
You would know how to.
Yeah.
I give y'all one bit gift, and then we're asking you tons of questions. He's like, you're the guided knowledge. Don't be so shicey.
He's going to share with us. He
Yeah,
loves
I
us.
Of all people, Bart, I should have known you would ask for more.
This is why it's so hard to DM for this group, because you guys keep finding plot holes, or not plot holes, loopholes. That's the word I was looking for.
Well, the only thing I can say, Yaya Baba.
Yeah, Bubba.
Yabat mana.
Yabat Mana is that I have.
Okay. Actually, think of it like this: Ya bought mana, right?
Yeah.
You bought mana.
Yeah.
There you go.
Think of it like that.
Ya
Ya
bought-
bought mana.
Yabat Mana. I'm not gonna be used to that.
Oh, God.
That's in character.
Okay.
I got a lot I need to accomplish, and I need a key to unlock this to make sure I can, especially since if I want to take over the marshals, and maybe figure out a way to have a partnership with the Holmesburgs with them, and possibly with your and possibly with your brand new temple.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got this deed. We still need to go find this castle, clear it out.
The
That'll be our new
Holmesburg
home.
Castle.
That's right.
Well, we have less than 2 months to fulfill all of your wishes.
Yep.
So we better get started soon.
Oh,
Sounds good to me. Where do we
Cool.
go first?
you
Actually, we should probably rest because we're all beat the fuck up.
Well, yeah, I guess better place to rest.
There
than
are
in
still
term-
2 people to ask questions, though.
Oh, yeah.
There's Mahalia and then there's CR.
Now,
That is a question.
Mahalia, do you have a question?
Did she get resurrected in her?
I don't know
in her
where I
original
came from.
human form?
I don't know anything other than I was abandoned. I want to know where my lineage
Well,
comes
what
from.
is there anything that Mahalia would want to know?
You got anything you want to know?
Yeah, well, lots of stuff. But,
Well, then ask. There is no right or wrong answer or question.
Now, do you have some brewing, or do you want to hear Ciara's first?
yeah, let's hear Ciara's first. I'm gonna figure out a word my.
What would
Oh.
ask?
Yeah, Jim was taken by the void.
Huh?
I was making a joke. Jim was taken by the void.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn it.
He should
I
be
keep
here any
forgetting.
second,
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be here.
What would CR ask?
Wouldn't Vivian love you?
There's no way Jet would know that.
Any way to turn it back to normal? Or if she wants to be?
No, she already knows that there is a way. Well, but she doesn't know the specifics. She would ask. She would ask if there's any way to restore all of the Starborns back to their original forms. To which you do know that Endymion was the one that used the Philosopher's Stone to switch them all and to change them all into Starborns. She can use it to reverse the process as well.
All right. Jed will definitely share that information.
Sierra, I got a question.
Or your thought on it at this point.
Scarlet, was she always insane, or was that because of her situation that turned her to that?
Honestly, I think it was just because of her situation.
So she deserves just as much of a chance as the rest of you.
Yep.
Okay, we need to figure out a way to resurrect her and get her reversed
Where did her soul go?
I'd be down for that.
to the.
She was a soul of fire, so she's in Zoa's realm, no doubt about it.
Okay.
But
Of course.
she hasn't been dead for very long. So like true resurrection will bring her back. Greater resurrection will bring her
Assuming
back.
there's a body too. I think with
True resurrection will bring her back regardless.
Exactly.
So now that he's a god, does he have access to like more spells than he ever would have before?
Just
as
the
a
ones
bard?
that deal with mind, like intelligence and wisdoms.
So we're gonna have to have a cleric to get her back with
Phoenix
true
can bring her
resurrection.
back.
Oh, Phoenix can bring her back.
That's like his thing.
Well, hold on. I'm a cleric now.
A level 2 cleric.
Actually,
still
here's the
level
thing: can he's a clerik of this god. Basically, clerics level up through their faith.
Yeah.
Can he just make him a level 20 cleric?
Not only faith, but like, part of experience is like what you gain like through knowledge and stuff. So I could probably impart some experience back to him by just flooding his mind with like cleric stuff.
It's like you're plugging into the Matrix.
Fuck it. I'll
You know
allow
Kung
it.
Fu.
He could like make him go from a level 2 cleric all the way to a level 20.
I mean,
Fuck
think
it.
about
I'll
it.
allow it.
It's the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
Very much.
So basically, I run you through training drills, and now you know Kung Fu.
Sweet. So I'm a level 20 cleric for Jet.
But
So what
I am
are
going to
you
say
thinking?
this.
No,
There's
it's
no
probably the
point.
most
There's no
obvious.
point. Never mind.
What
Fuck
do you
it.
mean there's no point?
I was going to have you roll a save for it because that's a lot of information
Do
coming
it,
in all
man.
at once.
I'm down. What kind of save?
He's just saying that if you fail to save, Jack could just undo any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you intelligence save.
Well, what you could do is it just puts him in a catatonic state
Sure.
while he takes the time to digest everything
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
that comes to him.
Oh, crap.
10 hours straight. He is a
Okay.
machine.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
I have a question.
Huh.
Are we technically still in combat rounds, or the same day that we beat?
It's the same day that
We have not had a long rest.
You guys haven't had a
We
rest
have not
yet.
had a long rest, which means that
Dude, I got like
my
3,000
what's it
hit
called?
points.
My pre knowledge. What is it?
Pretty much.
Oh,
Foresight.
You're
Foresight
practically
is still in
untouchable at
effect.
this point.
Foresight's still active.
Doesn't foresight end when you die?
I didn't die.
He did.
You
Yeah,
Yeah,
he-
Oh.
you die.
yeah. Nygmata killed your ass.
Crap.
Atticus brought you
I
back.
forgot about that.
You have sustained a lot of damage, Elon. Before I bestow you with great knowledge, would you like to take a rest first?
He just rolled the dice, so that's a no.
What'd you get?
You're saying it's an intelligence check?
Yeah. Intelligence save.
Yeah. What kind of save are we talking? Like,
That could tell.
Intelligence save.
I got 16 total.
What's the DC?
That's good.
Okay.
That's
I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna screw you guys over too badly.
Awesome.
So like it's kind of pointless to do so at this
It's like,
point.
no, pump it into me, yada daddy.
Oh yeah, Elon.
Get water, Daddy.
Wow. Elon just dies again after being brought right back.
His head explodes.
Oh damn! That was
So
You
while
can
they're doing
do
their
that.
tomfoolery,
Just FYI.
Bart specifically tries to hunt down the Logmaster spirit.
I mean, he's right there.
Oh, okay.
Can I get past you? Sorry.
I'm sorry I let this happen to you. There you go.
Oh wow, perfect effect. I'm sorry I let this happen to you.
That's how Luckmeister
See
feels.
this?
So
Just vanishes after that.
You never would have been targeted if it wasn't for me.
Sure. My boy, I think I would have been targeted regardless.
I'll watch you all leave.
I'm a Loxodon. Or I was. Now I'm a disembodied soul. But
You're taking this well.
when you've seen as much as I have, death doesn't really faze me too much.
Well, nonetheless, I know a lot of people.
Stop being so mopey. You won. Everything is going to be fine now.
Yes, please tell him that. He needs to hear it.
That's exactly what I just said. And I agree with you full-heartedly.
At least I'm glad. Well, you'll be all right.
Be happy, Bart.
He
Tell
needs
him
love.
he needs to find a woman in his life.
He needs love, yes. Man, we don't judge.
Bart, what you need to focus on doing now is taking a break and finding out what it is in life that makes you happy.
I'm pretty
Happy.
Listen to your daddy. Listen to your father. He's right.
Would it make you happy if I restored what was lost to you, and give you the urge and pleasure to enjoy the fine company of women
And make sure he
or
doesn't
men?
take more.
So-
whatever you desire more.
By the way,
Context for anybody who doesn't know, Bart has no balls. Literally.
Lockmaster does not know about that.
Oh, he doesn't.
Bart didn't tell anybody. The only reason why
Yeah,
he
but
found
he
out
is your
because
father. You don't think he'd figure it out?
Well, that he had chopped his balls off.
Didn't you tell him at dinner one time?
I actually did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Locke
he
does know.
You know, he does know now, but yeah, Bart never would have told him.
Yeah, no,
Well, he
okay.
does know.
Now, if I lost them, sure, but I didn't lose them. I discarded them.
Bart, all I'm asking you to do is to try and find a little bit of happiness in your life. That's it. How you go about finding it is entirely up to you. I trust you to follow your own path. I'm just saying, for me, find a little bit of happiness.
Bart's too ashamed to tell him that his happiness comes from causing suffering to the evil people.
Oh,
God.
man.
This is what I'm talking about. Fucking Bart.
But now your God Nygmata knows.
Oh, yeah, Bob Mata or Jeff probably figured that out a long time ago.
Oh yeah, but now
You
he
spent all this time
really
asking him
knows.
how to pronounce the name, and then you're just like, you pronounce it correctly, and then you're like, oh no, Jet knows.
But I'm just gonna say this much: I have a celestial sword. You can't see my mind.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but we all kind of know that Bart's a twisted
Oh,
fuck.
hold on. Did I blow my celestial sword too?
I mean, you still have one, so
Oh, I still have it.
yeah, you still have your celestial sword.
Well, you know,
So
one thing that will make me happy, though it's going to be a selfish request. I feel like it might be a selfish request on my part
yes,
for you to come back because there's a lot of people that still need you.
I mean, I was planning to anyway.
Okay, cool.
Trunks is not ready to deal with the world.
I agree.
Yeah, make
and-
sure you teach him some self-restraint, by the way.
I know what happened.
He was very excited from what I heard.
I know what happened. By the way, you. Yes, you. That was funny.
Thank you. Someone appreciates my work.
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing you need to concern yourself with.
Well, if it's something that you approve of, I'm pretty sure there's nothing
It
wrong
wasn't
with it.
bad. I'm just going to say that.
You know, if you totally tank being the whole cleric, then you could open your own prank store.
He's got a point.
There is a trickster domain.
I know.
And actually, I'd imagine that the God of Knowledge would fall under that domain.
Especially
Elon's gags
with
and
Jet.
gifts.
Especially with all the trolling that Nygmata did to you
You
guys.
know what?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
can sell your own
Yeah, you
brand
totally
of
have
You're gonna
Trickster
switch to
domain.
the trickster domain?
Hell yeah.
Cool.
So you quit being the headmaster of a university for warlocks to open up a
He's gonna go back to the university and be like, "Okay, everybody, everything's
You
changed.
became
We're gonna turn this into the Temple of Yabat Mana."
which of the Weasleys twins survived?
Fred and George.
Yeah, which one of them survived?
I think it was George.
So you're just like George and Harry when they opened up their prank
Pretty
prank
much.
store.
But actually, like, legit, this is what I want to happen, okay? I will head back to the academy. I will write a book about all of our happenings.
All right.
Because I want people to remember about it. And
Hell
I
yeah.
figured, if I'm
First,
just
though.
level 2, whatever.
We need to go.
You're level
kill-
20 now.
You're level 20 now.
We need to go kill
He's-
Bezos and make sure he doesn't get any kind of control of your account.
Well, like I
And
said,
because you're level 20, you now have the power to resurrect people for me.
Sweet.
you can resurrect.
True resurrection.
Nice.
You can resurrect all these poor dead people now.
Yeah. Pretty much anybody who died, like you can Shenron this.
And I'm just throwing this.
essentially.
And I'm just throwing this out there. We still got Lockmeister's and Trunks' dad's bodies. They're skeletons.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So you don't
So
need
you
to
need true resurrection for that.
Yeah.
We just need true resurrection for if you're
For
willing to do
Scarlet.
it, Scarlet.
And anybody
Wait, why
who,
are we bringing Scarlet back?
Bart asked Ciara if she was always like that, or if she was like that because of what she was put through, and Ciara pretty much confirmed it was because she was put through. So Bart's like, if we're gonna cure the Starburn, she deserves a second chance too. See, he's not completely evil.
Now,
Endymion
by
did.
being resurrected, it would resurrect her as herself, not as her starborn self. Right?
Depending on how the Starborn thing works.
Yeah, that's something you gotta think about.
Yep. How about we go talk to Endymion
Because that's what I asked him.
before we do that?
Was Ciara resurrected as her original self or as her Starborn
But
self?
I would-
first,
Endymion, yes, Endymion should be our highest priority. at
well,
this
no.
moment.
The first thing we need to do is rest, get the wish spell,
Morpheus.
Right.
take care of that, and then we can go talk to Endymion.
And then
Right. Yeah.
we'll take care of Endymion after Morpheus. Then it's a toss up between the Bug Queen, Bezos, or the
We can do it all with Jet at our side. We can do it all in a month. That gives you the second month to relax and enjoy time with friends.
Yep.
Before you have to leave.
Before you have to leave for
And
8 years.
I did ask you to do something a while back. Would you marry us?
Of course.
We'll have a huge party.
Sorry, this doesn't mechanically do anything, but I actually took the ritual for marriage.
Did you?
Yeah, straight up.
Oh yeah, there's a spell called ceremony.
Yeah.
Ceremony. That's what I took.
And I have a priest to marry you, and I will bless your
Actually,
your marriage.
There's
As
the
his best
thing.
friend.
Hold on.
Wouldn't you be his best man?
Hold on.
He is my best man.
Hold on, guys.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Guys. That's the one thing that is going to come in handy because these two want to take it a step further and become soulbound. Now, you can't do that. No god can, save for Lathos the Kirin.
Okay.
Or Lathos the Soul, I should say. So you'll have to wait 2 years. Well, actually, no, just 1 year. You'll have to wait for the 2 months. In 2 months, if you go to where Lathos is set to spawn, because he always shows up in the same place every single time, then he can soulbound you guys. But you'll need his blessing.
Okay.
Basically,
Lathos blessing or Jet's blessing?
you need Jet's blessing, and then Lathos can merge all
And
souls.
then you can be a soul, and you can be an Owen, and you can use the Owensburg blade.
Well, yeah. Essentially, the Owensburg blade is the celestial sword of soul. It can be attuned to anybody. The only reason why, we'll get to that. But long story short, you guys want to become soulbound. You need to get his blessing, and when you guys get married, and then see Lathos when he
All right,
descends.
so I propose business for this month, and next month we just enjoy each other's company and see you off when it's time. Because what I would love to do is throw a huge going away party for you, and then every year when you return, welcome you back.
8
It's a
years.
huge party. Every 8 years or 9? Every 8 years when you finally return, we all try and get together and throw a huge welcome back party.
Basically, gather a
Till
Sounds
we're
awesome.
gather a bunch of women. And be like, who wants to sleep with a god?
till we can't, or at least till most of us can't anymore.
That sounds like a wonderful thing, Varys. It'll be a holy holiday.
Yes,
It is very much a Davy Jones type of thing.
you bought 'em on a day. You bought on a day.
But
You bought
you'll also have to go through your coronation, which will be pretty easy. That's pretty straightforward.
So, are you gonna tell anybody your real name, or do you have a real name?
all it is when you return to the world of the living, every single living creature that it belongs to your arcana. Basically, anybody who was born in the year of a psycho will instantly learn of your existence and your overthrow of Nygmata. Mm-hmm. They will know, they will spread the word. And there will no longer be any more years of Nygmata. It is now years of Yabatmana instead.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
That it is.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you made us such a wonderful temple to stay at. Should we rest and get down to business tomorrow?
That sounds good to me.
I highly encourage it.
Okay. So,
oh, wait, one more thing. Did you have a question?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I want to know what happened to my family, like, after or whatever. I guess, like, my father. You say that. Because I know he was a king or whatever. So can I know that information?
Sure. Let's see. Your father. How do I want to do this? Okay. Yeah, that'll tie this in very nicely. Your father, as of right now, is not in any immediate danger, but nobody has seen him in quite a while. And the last place that people saw him at was his castle.
Hey, the new uninspired castle. Maybe that's the keep.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh.
someplace we need to go to. So yeah, let's try and rest, and tomorrow we start finishing everything we need to. I also need to go buy some diamonds because I have a feeling I'm going to need this. Just kind of pats his weapon, his Omega Cannon.
The Omega Cannon breaks. Not really. I'm just messing with it.
At this point,
It's going to have the mantle.
I wasted it with my crossbow.
At this point, I don't even think we need that anymore.
I'm always going to need this.
Well, I would say at least use it sparingly because that bitch isn't worth it.
Oh yeah, she is. She murdered my parents. I'm going to blow her away.
He's got a point.
You had your revenge. It's time for me to get mine.
Yeah, and
I agree.
I don't think Bart is really like in a position to like.
I think you're too kind. I think you're being too kind to her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, I understand. I know you enjoy doing.
I'm just saying.
Bart, what did I tell you about finding happiness?
His happiness is torturing evil
Well,
people.
that needs to change.
Oh.
You're never gonna find peace of mind if you carry so much hatred all the time. This is exactly what I was trying to tell you beforehand, and then you left.
Hey, can you mend these broken crystals?
Like how Varys is just like, anyway.
You know, Bart, one thing you can do
I can.
I just pull out all the broken
maybe
diamonds. So you
what
can
might
put them
help
back
you
together.
find
I put them,
peace
piece
and
to
happiness
piece.
on your
Right.
path in life
I fix them.
is helping grow the,
Thank you,
the
brother.
church of Yabatmana.
I know that,
Help
baby.
Elon spread the word. Build temples. Use those strong muscles of yours for building up a
Yes.
future instead of
You know the strength of it.
eggs and mug. Like they're supposed to have
We're
anyways.
gonna. It was not
But
Nygmata,
yes.
It was.
So let that be your path and purpose, and I will guide you every step of the way.
Bad things happen.
So we're gonna wish.
It's not up to you to,
So it should be fun.
you
I'm
know,
gonna take over the marshals and purify this land.
purify the what?
And purify
This
this
land.
land.
Oh god.
Because that doesn't sound like a conqueror.
Yeah, not at all.
That doesn't sound like a dictator at all. So yeah, okay. Bart's gonna be the enemy in the second campaign.
Oh
Wow.
no, but
Not really. At least I don't think.
I
don't
think
know.
I would
I don't
find
think- I don't-
joy.
I don't know.
I would think I would find joy in making sure that the innocent can live peacefully.
There you go. That sounds good. Progress.
So
Character development.
I say we eat
Just-
and rest. So yeah, I guess we do that. We have a
Oh my
little
God.
celebration party.
So Yabatmana throws a grand festival for everyone there, even the spirits.
There's food. There's beverages. There's bitches. Okay.
Rice and water.
There are attendants, let's say.
Both male and female, I guess.
Both male and female and everything in between.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and wait
Even those
until...
who like variant humanoids.
I was going to say changelings, but that works too. If you're into that sort of thing.
So before everyone... Well, actually, when everyone goes to rest, before Varys retires, I don't know if Molly is with him or if she already went to bed. He's going to go to Jet and say, can I talk to you?
Of course. Anytime, Varys.
I know you...
As long as it's within the next couple of months.
I know you can... You have all this knowledge and everything. I just want to make sure that you're okay. That Nygmata is really gone. For good.
You know, I had a moment with him where it was just he and I. And the way it seemed, it was almost like he was ready to go. And I think I finally gave him the peace he was looking for. He did suffer a lot being the only, the last of his kind, and he was not treated very well. And so he bid me farewell.
Wow. Shoot. Well, at least he's finally gone. I'm proud of you, my friend. You did well.
Thank you. I'm proud of you as well. You've come a long way, and you have a promising future ahead of you.
Yeah, for however long I'll live. We don't have anything to worry about with Bart, do we? He's not gonna really go crazy and use the marshals as some kind of horrifying force.
Now, I can't see the future.
And you can't read his mind.
And I can't read his mind. Well, he won't say that, but he'll say, we've given him something to think about, and as long as we keep in touch with him and help him do good, I think he'll be fine.
Well, I certainly hope so. I know he's a little bit twisted in his own way, as some of us are. I just don't want him to go down a path that he can't turn away from.
Right?
I think I'm getting cold.
I understand your feelings on this matter, and I share them as well. But I will have plenty of time to give him guidance along the way.
Well, that is true. I suppose he'll live forever now because of the Celestial Sword.
That's right.
Hold on, doesn't that mean that I live forever too?
Yep.
Okay.
You will forever be the Pope of your God Nygmata.
Hey, I'm down.
Now, bear in mind, you guys can still be killed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you guys have eternal life.
Right.
So your natural causes. Now that being said, you can still get sick. You can still feel pain. You just won't die.
Yeah.
The only way you can die is if somebody straight up kills you.
Yep.
Bring it on.
Well,
I intend to. Second campaign.
I look forward to us
I mean, Bart's gonna be benched.
finishing everything.
Sure. Which means I can do with him whatever I want.
Rebuilding my
He's
family
effectively
home.
an NPC
Well,
in your world after
I'm
this.
not really rebuilding. I already have a house, technically. We just need to claim it. But I've got a lot of plans for the future.
Good. It should be brighter, assuming we do manage to achieve the goal, our immediate goals.
One thing I need to.
Endymion I am worried about, but
One thing I need to elaborate on, as far as your knowledge of the other gods is concerned,
Mhm.
is that absolutely none of them are the gigantic a-hole that Nygmata was. All the others are relatively peaceful. Like some of them just flat out don't intervene. Like
They go from neutral to benevolent.
Right. There aren't any that are on the bottom tier of the alignment charts.
Just the
let's
one
just say.
problem child.
Yeah. Nygmata was the only one that was actively like messing with humans or with mortals.
And that was the only way that Bart would be willing to ascend to godhood is if they had to kill their god of time.
The others, totally chill, totally nice people. All things considered, they're either indifferent towards mortals or they're very benevolent towards them.
Well,
So,
Nice.
if you want to relay
That's
that
good to know.
information.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Well, hopefully our meeting with Endymion goes well. Knowing everything I know now, I'd rather not kill her if we can avoid it. And I would
I
like
agree.
to try and save my sister as well as Elon's wife and the others.
I'll help you in every way that I can.
I know. Thank you. And then he taps him on the shoulder, actually just gives him a big hug. He's proud of his best friend.
Oh, emotions.
Oh,
Let me tell you about my
Big trunk arms. The trunk itself wraps around you.
Wraps around his shoulders and like pats him on the head. There.
Jesus, I hope we don't have to kill Bart in the future.
And then he'll go to bed and join his wife. Well, future wife.
Alright.
Soon to be.
Soon to be.
I'll totally do the whole ceremony.
What?
What exactly does that do?
Honestly, like it doesn't do anything spectacular. It just raises their AC by 2.
But there
for
is
the
a
first
marriage
7
effect.
days, as long as they're within 3 feet of each other.
Wow.
It's like a first or second level
Yeah,
spell.
it's a first level spell, like, but
It has some good
you know,
effects to it, actually.
like
just
I enjoy it.
But yeah, ceremony
For flavor,
basically
especially,
is the marriage spell.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, there's a marriage spell.
No, ceremony is the
Oh, yeah,
marriage spell.
ceremony,
Oh,
yeah.
ceremonies for like just as the name means ceremonies. I think it also like even though alignments aren't a thing, I think it's supposed to like help
Yeah, it helps
shift
the
a character's
opponent.
shift a character's personality.
Yeah.
Like if they're trying to be a better person, that's supposed to like help
Yeah,
cleanse
they
them
can
of their
atone.
sins. Yeah, it's like
Oh, let's see.
it's like
Okay.
also the atonement spell, except not nearly as high level or expensive.
Gotcha. Okay. So, you guys sleep.
Yeah.
It is hands down like, oh
Party
yeah.
hard, sleep hard.
You don't know if
Play.
you don't know if you sleep so soundly because of the epic battle that you just had. The fact that you're in like probably the comfiest beds that you've ever slept in your lives, or if it's some sort of combination of the two. But all that you know is that you sleep well, you sleep long. If I were to put it into hours, I'd say that you guys probably slept for about maybe 20 hours.
Wow.
You guys were out cold.
That's a good thing, man.
Yep,
You're just trying to get rid of my HP.
sure.
Can your bot mana affect dreams?
Huh?
Can your bot mana affect dreams?
Yeah, Botmana can.
Right on. So you have wild dreams too.
Nice.
This is about the dreams, the freaky kind.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Bart's gonna be all. I need my balls back.
Bart's idea of freaky dreams is torturing people.
Oh yeah, very specific. Yeah.
All of my worst enemies in the world are all tied up
man.
in
All
one.
electric chairs.
And I get to like experiment to hear which one screams the loudest.
Wow.
Not dark ass
I was bad, man, dude. Like, you make me look like a kitten.
I would say I would dream of my life with Mahalia. Having children, training them, occasionally fighting the good fight with my old companions. Some shadowy thing that I can't make out in the dream. And,
Blood Queen.
yeah. Just enjoying what he knows of life.
In your dream with Mahalia, you see 5 little figures.
Well, okay.
Hey, it's your cousins.
Sure.
Their idea. Yeah.
We rolled it. It was cool.
They get
This is
freaky.
the dice gods.
There you go.
They're gonna have some fun once this is all over with.
Oh yeah.
Gum.
Elastigirl married Mr. Incredible and got busy. Anyway,
All right. So
you guys awaken, find yourselves all converging. Like, you find that all the souls that were there after Nygmata's passing have moved on. The ones that are still hanging around are the ones that you assume are the ones that want to come back. Lockmeister is there, so, as well as Trunks' father.
You weren't watching me the whole time I was sleeping, did you?
No,
Good.
no, we have much better.
That's a very
things to do.
strange question.
Why would you
Barney.
ask that?
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. I just felt like something was watching me last night.
Oh.
Just imagine Jet hovering over him like, why can't I read your mind?
Are you evil?
I need to know.
if I try to go in this angle, can I make it?
No, it was me. It was me, the DM, like trying to figure out what the fuck to do with Bart for the second campaign because I literally have no idea
You
right
could just
now.
simply not show
You're
up. I mean, but
It's true.
it depends on whatever if you want the marshals to have.
Right now, I could flat out say that he's not going to show up, but we'll see.
So
Anyway,
we rested.
Yeah.
We have breakfast. I suggest the first thing we do is get the wish spell. Deal with evil little bastard Zurich in there. Then go kill Morpheus.
I had just one question I wanted to ask.
How's it being a god?
You can affect all minds, can't you? Can you pick the mind of a fetus?
except for you two. Right now, probably.
Yeah.
Could you possibly wipe any knowledge of it being Zurich from its mind?
That's a question.
Given its small,
So we don't have to discover SIDS just yet.
yeah, given its tiny stature and like very small composure,
Wow.
you probably could, but it'll probably die.
Oh,
That was dark.
I'd rather not risk the life of the child.
you know what? The wish spell would be more permanent
I don't know
too.
where that came from.
Yep, too.
So let's go. Let's go see what the shadow of Ace Menashe is capable of.
Probably not much considering what we are now.
Well, Ace Menashe was the man who killed the 8 other gods.
That is a good point. I forgot.
Yeah, he was, but I thought we weren't going to have to deal with
I
combat.
thought
You'll
we
see. You'll see.
This is all.
So you decide to you take them back, and you guys are back outside the forest.
So just wondering, quick question.
Uh-huh.
How do you want me to, like, represent you? Like, are you all pious and everything? Or do I just say, hey, yo, what's up?
No, you just totally Nicholas D. Wolfwood it, just like travel around like a bum all the while, just being like, "May God bless you."
Yeah, sure. I'm sure the god of knowledge and sex would want you to be.
Just carry a little cathedral around with you.
Honestly, I imagine like you'd want him to be as decadent as possible.
Oh yeah. No, you're gonna be
You're gonna
well
be-
dressed,
You're gonna be Jet's bitch.
and you
There's no doubt about
you
that.
now know all the ways to pleasure anyone in any shape and form.
Of any race.
Exactly.
Wow.
Hey, you know
Wow.
what? That's a
Man.
great gift for when your wife comes back.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty cool.
I have a feeling you're gonna get divorced in the future.
And so this is the kind of image you want as you go around presenting God Nygmata. God Nygmata wants to make love with your mind, and give you the pleasure of knowledge.
So anyway,
I'll do my best, and I'll work on that approach. Honestly, let's be real.
Just remember, you love rope.
Huh?
You love rope.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that actually probably comes into it. But
Yeah.
think about this also. We're essentially regressing Elon back to his, like, party days when, like, all he wanted to do was get high and
Well, real quick, wasn't it like your wife was a big reason why you kind of went the downhill spiral?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Because when she passed away, so when she's back, she can kind of
Can you imagine that, dude? Welcome back, honey. We're back together. By the way, I'm the head priest of a sex god.
So, getting back on track.
Sorry.
Okay.
But you will be establishing libraries.
Right.
They'll just happen to be very luxurious and pleasurable libraries.
Oh, okay.
So, getting back on track.
Into the forest.
Yes, you guys arrive back into the forest. Where Nygmata used to be, now stands another figure instead.
Oh.
A very much like a young man with skin as black as coal and red hair, dressed in red robes with yellow with like gold trims and white, like white and black underrobes. You know that this is Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've spent this whole time waiting to introduce him. There's no way I'm not going to.
And we always heard, but we never saw.
Yeah. As you descend upon the forest, Phoenix takes note of you, and he says, "Oh, well, this was unexpected.
Pleasure meeting you at last, Phoenix.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I imagine that since you just descended from the sky, that means that Nygmata is dead."
But you knew all about
Yabatmana now rules the realm of mine.
Very nice. To answer your question, yes. Anyone who wields a celestial sword learns whenever a god is dead.
That's interesting.
Suppose I was there, so I never noticed.
Exactly.
Oh, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, do you remember your request from Nygmata?
I never knew about it. He never told me.
That's the thing, when Nygmata died, would that came back to
Well, it
him?
never came back.
Oh.
You don't know anything
But-
about it.
Jet knows about it.
Yeah, Jet wouldn't know about it.
It's like, oh,
It was in Nygmata's memories, so... Makes sense that you would inherit that memory, so you know about his little arrangement with Varys. But,
So Barris doesn't know it. If Jet doesn't tell him, he has no idea what happened.
I mean, there's absolutely no reason to fulfill it anyway.
unless
Oh
you,
yeah, I mean he was never planning on doing it anyway. He was
And-
she was gonna turn him and attack Nygmata.
No, I figured as much.
unless you know Yabatmana wants Phoenix dead for whatever reason.
Anyway. Yeah, so when you guys started running around Metropolis gathering stuff to go into the Silent Forest, I was told about it by Tracer. And
Makes sense.
yeah, I decided to come over and see if I could assist you guys, but by the time I got here you were already taken. But I was told that there were 6 of you. And it seems like all of you, including the Starborn over there, managed to make it out okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy.
I imagine not.
Most difficult fight of my life, that's for
We
sure.
plan on talking to the Endymion.
Endymion.
We gotta settle this with her. Atlas was your Atticus was your friend, yes?
Atticus. Yeah. He and I were brothers at one point. So if I'm understanding this correctly, you guys are going to go talk to Endymion?
We would rather speak with her. We're hoping that
We could persuade her that her current task is no longer needed.
Nygmata is dead.
she still holds a grudge against the gods, but maybe the god that took, if we could convince her that the god that took Atticus is no longer around, she'll relent on her plans.
Might I ask a question? What happened to Atticus?
He nobly sacrificed himself to bring back 2 of our comrades.
I believe he wanted us to tell you what happened. And that you say farewell. Or that he says farewell.
Yeah, it sounds like something he would do. So if he gave his soul up to bring one of you back, then that means that he's gone for good.
It seemed like he
Means-
was ready to.
I imagine so. Which means negotiating with Endymion may be difficult.
I'm hoping possibly his sacrifice would touch her in some way. I don't know what his feelings towards CR are, but if it wasn't for him, she'd be gone.
Yeah. I guess there's one. He looks at CR and he says, so I guess there's only one way to find out. If you'll have me, I would like to go with you.
Well, considering we're gonna have to end up leaving Jeff behind to do it, assumingly. We could
More than likely.
But I actually have a proposal too. Maybe we could convince her to meet us all on neutral ground.
That would be for the best, I believe.
I don't think there's any way to communicate with her except actually going to where she is right now. But it's worth a shot.
What about one of the
you would
Star
know.
Wars?
You and or actually, I'm gonna call you Jet while we're traveling. You about Mana.
That's fine. And Yabatmana reduces his form, and the jet returns back and says, besides, while I'm traveling with you guys, this form's a lot more fun.
You're a fun one.
But
I think that the Celestial Court is much better off with you instead of Nygmata.
Oh, I agree full-heartedly. I plan on getting to know you guys, and we're going to have some great parties.
Metropolis is always open to you if you need it.
that
Sounds
being
great
said,
to me.
do you know a way to speak with Endymion with or maybe a few of us can go in there as liaisons to speak with her?
Honestly, I think we're better off all of us going in at once. That way, in
Safer that
case
That's fair.
something goes down, if this goes south, we'll at least be ready.
I agree.
So,
And while you're gone, I can be contacting those around this realm and seeing if I can get more help.
Yeah.
Now, here's my big question. This is to you and to Ciara. Let's say, assuming she doesn't want to relent on her plans, and she keeps kidnapping people and trying to put together this.
If
new
she
world.
refuses, I'm not
asking you to help. I'm just asking you not to.
No, but I will. If I think that she's too far gone, then personally, I will do whatever I think is necessary to put a stop to all this madness. If that means killing Endymion, then I will.
Again,
Won't like it, but I will.
if it's easier for you, we can do it for you.
Can I? Okay, so the cantrip, the mind shard or whatever it was. What is it called? That's first level spells. Okay, encode thoughts, where you create the little crystal and you can read the memories and stuff. All right, normally you can only use that if you have the cantrip. Can I, as the god of mind, create one that anyone can absorb?
I don't see why not.
So I can recreate the memories of Atticus sacrificing himself, everything he said, crystallize those into thought shards, and so yeah, if I can do that, then I'll materialize those, and let's see, I'll just hold them up and say, well, if any of you have any trouble convincing Endymion of what Atticus did for all of us, use these and tell her to accept these into her mind, and these are the true memories of Atticus's final moments.
Ciara steps up and she says, I'll take those.
Jet hands him
That's a
over.
good idea.
One other thing. Something that I need to discuss with both you and Tracer. I may need y'all's help. Do you know the Markov marshals, yes?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure you know what happened to Markov herself.
I do. She was a very dear friend. She was one of the ones who helped us stop, Ash Brimstone thousands of years ago. So, yeah, I'm very familiar with what happened to her.
As her predecessor, or as her successor, it leads to the Celestial Sword. I have every intention of continuing her work, but I'm going to need yours and Tracer's help to help me unlock the power
The
of
other Celestial Sword powers.
Indeed.
I think we can do that. Shouldn't be a problem.
Do you know any... We already know the location of another Celestial Sword that we plan on retrieving from a certain cult. Do you know of any other users around that could help?
The cult? Oh, see it to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to take care of them, and I'm sure Jen, our associate, will be...
Vince isn't here yet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know if he's coming today.
I guess not.
Jesus, he's missing one of the big final arcs.
Yeah.
Well, Jen's here. Yeah, I'll help.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll help.
So, I mean, I can give you guys just about any sort of force of power that you can request, but first of all, we got to deal with Morpheus.
Agreed.
Well, first of all, we need to get that wish spell.
Oh, that done.
Oh.
Oh wow.
And I guess...
Well, that saved us time.
When I saw that you guys were going after Nygmata, I decided to go take care of this for you.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, really.
Of course. I don't mean to brag, but it was pretty easy.
And maybe I can learn to become as strong as you. I'm jealous.
Give it time. Without a doubt, you will. I'm not crazy about having this and not being able to die, but you know,
Do you wanna do
life
the
is
hon-
fun.
Do you want to do the honors, Varys? It is your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Your burden.
I will cast.
Can
I will cast it for you,
Yeah, I can't use
but you can most certainly make the wish.
All right. And I will quickly practice what I'm going to say. I wish Zurich was erased from all existence. Does that sound about right?
I would actually have you go over this with a lawyer.
I'm not gonna play monkey's paw here. Like, I know that's like a big thing with the wish spell. I'm not gonna be like, oops, sorry.
I'm now point.
Hey, guys, so Zurich was wiped out from all of existence. That means that you go all the way back to the original timeline.
Yeah, go back to the very beginning. We all remember everything. He's no longer a god. We have to do it again, and it's just kind of like, motherfucker.
It was good for one night.
I was a god for one day, yeah.
It was like all speak.
I wasn't even a god for 24 hours. Shit.
What? How does that sound, Jeff? Does that sound
When we're level 1.
Well, at this point, I should be able to remember the advice clearly that was given to us. Does that sound about right?
That's exactly what Atticus suggested.
all right?
Then, yeah, Jet says, hey,
Perfect.
you remembered it exactly right? That's exactly what we want.
That's what I wish for.
With the snap of his fingers, the just like what happened with Zurich in the previous timeline,
He doused him.
bright flash of light emanates from that snap of his fingers, and yeah, as you probe through the thoughts of everybody in the world, Zurich, the God Mind, is gone.
What about the baby? Is the baby okay?
If you try to read its thoughts,
Yep.
yeah, it's totally fine.
It's just like no more.
That's a normal fetus?
Your child
it's a
is
normal
completely yours now.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a normal bun in the oven now.
Oh,
How much
that's
of a
great.
baby bump was she rocking while she was fighting the
Not too big. Like, probably...
Yeah, I'm
Appearance-wise, she
fat,
probably
so
looked like she was, like, past the first trimester, probably.
Now that that's taken care of, we can go kill
Oh,
Phoenix.
one other thing to note is that Morpheus is gone, too.
Oh,
Like, when you wiped out Zurich from existence, Morpheus went with him. So,
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
hoping so.
That's right.
Perfect.
I mean, because technically Morpheus was Zurich.
Yep.
Yeah.
But wasn't Morpheus also the one that really got in the way of the celestial swords, of the time swords
Mhm.
ability?
But he was. That was why Atticus suggested wishing Zurich away specifically, because Morpheus, like the majority of the conglomeration that was Morpheus, was Zurich. So by getting rid of him, flat out got rid of his entire future persona.
That spell's very dangerous. That could easily happen to one of us.
I wouldn't
But
worry
this was
too
the
much
last
about
one in
that.
existence, so I don't think you have to worry about that.
That-
You can confirm.
All right.
No more wishes.
That was
No
the
more
last-
wishes.
So that
that was
means
the
in
last
campaign
use of
2,
that.
there's no wishes period.
Exactly. Campaign 2, there won't be any wish spell.
Yep.
It's down.
Plain.
So now that
and
that's dealt with,
simple.
and Morpheus no longer exists, and Zurich no longer exists,
Endymion.
we do Endymion, and then we find that bug bitch, and I put her down.
That's
Sounds
right,
good.
Ferris. That's right.
Sounds good to me.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
That's a soul for my sword.
Well, also have to deal with the offspring too. Like,
Yeah,
See how that goes.
I'm not
Oh, yeah,
gonna
the
feel.
children.
I'm not gonna feel right killing them, but
well, maybe we don't have to kill them.
No,
If they aren't loyal to her and they hate her for what she's doing, then they shouldn't.
If
have
it
to
makes
die.
you feel any better,
Can I read their minds?
yeah. you know that they are like not really sentient, really all that. They're about as sentient as a cockroach.
basically, it's like an ant.
Even the oldest
She's the
son.
queen, and she controls
Yeah,
them.
they
They're
are.
drones.
They're drones.
Damn,
essentially.
even the
They've got your blood.
yeah,
That's about it.
but that they don't. They're not like humanoid.
No, not really. They're more monstrosities than anything else.
You might you should be morally sound and destroying them.
Well then, Endymion it is.
Yeah, it's okay, guys. They've got. Yeah, I mean, they got like no sort of sense of self. So
Now, here's a theory: if we killed the bug queen, would they gain sentience?
I don't know.
don't know.
Because for all we know, she could be controlling them through pheromones or something like that.
Right, but even then, like they wouldn't magically gain something they didn't have before.
That's
Yeah.
It's not like the pheromones are suppressing
true.
something.
I mean,
that
they are
already
born
have.
out of.
They just flat out never
It's
existed.
not
to
it's not
begin
a
with.
horrible ritual, but they're only born for one purpose.
We could
She probably
murder.
cast them away once
We could.
they're no longer useful.
We can murder the queen, adopt them, and train them.
That'd be interesting. Strange.
He probably would have all his little monster people.
That might be too much work, Bart.
I don't think
Let's
that
focus-
they
Let's,
have
let's,
any.
let's focus on
Endymion right
Endymion
now.
first.
Yeah, I'm just.
Like-
yeah, Endymion first, but
Like flat out, they have no sentience.
yeah, that's why they're perfect to being trained.
Oh, wow.
Like
Now, if you really wanted to
turn them into a-
spare their
you know,
life
turn them into attack
and make them
dogs.
useful, well, actually, do I still have my spells?
76 degrees.
or,
yeah.
or are they completely replaced by mind magic?
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're completely replaced with mind magic.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what
Well,
better?
if that's the case, could I create sentience in something?
Sure.
Okay.
If you spend the time to do so, then yeah, you definitely can.
Should we just walk in, murder her bug queen, get her children to gain some level of dormancy, raise them as our own?
Or you can just kill them.
It'd
You
probably
see-
be better just to kill them.
That's probably.
No, you
better.
see, Bart's now the one that wants to spare them and not.
Bullshit. That's Chris.
No, what
Alright,
he
yeah,
wants to
that's
do
Chris.
is
That's
he
not
wants a
Bart.
pet.
Oh no, Bart's thinking about that too. He's like, hey, they're very powerful creatures. They could be used as a force of
They're
taking
not that
care-
powerful. We blew most of them up with cannons.
Yeah, well,
Got a point.
every warlord needs his foot soldiers.
So now he's just
The
flat out
truth is
admitting.
coming out.
Wow.
The
I'd like to
closet
point
evil
my
is
cannon
So-
at
okay.
So like, if ever there was a point where you
Someone's
should be rolling
stepping
sense
out.
motive.
Was that actually in character?
Wow.
I sense motive.
Seriously.
Anyway,
So yeah,
Yeah,
let's go deal with Endymion. Can
actually,
do you know where to find her?
Ciara chimes in real quick. Actually, I think we should probably bring Scarlet back first.
Oh, we can do that.
That's a good point.
Well, Elon, time to test out your new clerical spells.
Oh.
Ooh. He's just getting out.
All right, let's see how this works. Gonna whip out a candle.
Every time he lights it, I blow it up.
Hey,
Wow.
not cool, man.
Are you gonna smoke it?
I'm just fucking with you.
All right, you've been through the training. Come on, you can do this.
Your first major
Okay,
resurrection.
all right.
No
all right.
kung fu.
He's like, I got this. I got this.
I totally got this. So I'm gonna be like, the God mind wishes you to rise up into the ecstasy of pleasure.
Actually, zero mind, but okay.
Wow.
Wow.
So what?
The God mind's dead.
So what?
No, I thought that was him.
No, God mind was
Zurich was the God
Zurich
mind.
was the God mind.
So in the ecstasy,
You already-
A title that was purely like
Okay,
just.
all right, fine. What?
Yabatmana.
Huh?
Yabat-
Oh yeah. So Yabatmana wishes you to rise up.
Are you sure this was a good idea?
Best idea ever.
I'm a level 1 cleric.
Into the pleasure of living.
To the pleasure of living.
Real quick, before we do that, I completely blundered something.
Uh-oh.
You need to find a successor. Someone for the Dreamscape.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, whenever.
That would have had to have been done before you guys slept. My bad.
Yeah. So and probably this like as soon as the powers of godhood like were instilled.
Yeah.
Like at that moment, Jet would immediately just release the celestial sword to Varys. Like so, basically, like as one's coming in, the other one's coming out. Is the way I'm seeing that happening.
Yeah.
And Varys being the closest one nearby, and the one that Jet would want to have anyways.
Born, you're the psycho.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So Varys, without any warning or asking of permission, like you're bestowed that gift.
Just be
Now
like,
you got those golden eyes. Now you got those golden eyes.
Dreamscape is yours.
Yep.
yeah. Oh, that feels weird. Are my eyes yellow now?
Are they yellow now?
They're gold, yeah.
Gold.
They are gold.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So fast.
You're welcome, by the way, Varys.
Thanks.
I mean,
That was my bad. I forgot about that. Okay.
This feels weird.
it was either him or the fetus.
Right.
That fetus wouldn't have been able to handle
yeah,
it.
the fetus didn't qualify.
Anyway. Because it hasn't been born yet, so there's like no
Right.
indication as to what.
Nothing wrong with my
Soul
fetus.
doesn't
You leave
matter.
my fetus alone.
Didn't say anything about your fetus. I
It's
didn't say anything.
qualified. It's
I didn't
plenty
say-
qualified.
It's
Leave
not
the
plenty
fetus
qualified. It
as
hasn't been born yet.
So I
Now,
have.
before we get into darker territory,
Right.
Right?
we go back to
Resurrecting.
Resurrecting Scarlet.
Okay. All right.
Got turned to
So-
stone before I had the chance to
So
go.
I'm legitimately just going to do the whole mommy thing.
wasn't
Just
evil then.
rise up.
Just probably
Rise
so.
up.
I command you to rise, rise,
All right.
All right.
Afterwards,
Chicken.
Okay.
Jet's just like, all right, we're going to work
She's
on your
dragging
performance a
skills
little bit better, but he did good. He did good.
Sounds good.
So what happens?
That was your first time, not bad.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
I almost want to roll percentile to see if that works.
Okay, fine. You know what? Let's do it.
No, that's me, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Seriously.
That was so horrible. It gave me cancer.
Wow.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay. So, you see a soul descend from upon high, a red soul, and you see it take on the form of a rather voluptuous woman. As the frame begins to form, becomes a lot more clear, it definitely it has Scarlet's face,
Uh-huh.
but it's not the pale snow white skin that it was beforehand. And her ears are not pointed either. They are very much rounded.
Did I do something wrong?
as her physical form finishes manifesting, she is restored as a human.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Are you,
That actually does happen.
are you Scarlet?
Hold on. Is that true resurrection?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it resurrected her as she truly is, not as what
Before Endymion.
Oh!
not as what she
Okay,
became
so-
afterwards.
So it's not the, was it?
Reincarnation?
Yeah, reincarnation.
Yeah.
So that's a druid only spell.
Yeah, it's just weird, but
Well, it's because of how druids are.
I guess I get it, but it's still weird. She just says, "Hey, I don't know what happened."
We killed you.
What?
Do you know who we are? Real quick, do you know who we are?
Yes,
You do.
but I don't remember why you killed me.
You do not remember.
But I know it wasn't your
So do I get a
fault.
hat?
Oh no, we did it on
Of course.
purpose.
No, I'm saying
Hat,
like
robes, a rod.
I'm saying it was
the full 9 yards.
understandable.
Well, yeah, you were evil.
You even
Nice
get a
hat.
Yes.
You were a
you
real
get a
evil bitch.
Pokemobile.
I'm just gonna be honest with you.
You know, I probably might be the evil one in the group, but besides attack sometimes.
Hey, Scarlet deserved what she got when she got it.
Yeah, but this person doesn't.
Yeah.
Are you Scarlet? Like, what's your real name?
Kind of reminds me of
It's
My real name is Mike.
Captain Norrington. My effects, please. And my hat.
Guys,
Well,
Sorry.
Do you recognize Ciara?
I recognize her. I am so sorry. And Ciara just says, I completely understand.
Do you have it? We're about to go and speak with Endymion herself. You don't have to come with us if it's going to be too much for you. Maybe we can take you somewhere where you'll be safe.
No, I would like to go. If it's alright with you.
Okay.
Because I really want to see Alani as soon as possible.
With any luck, we could help along. Look on the bright side. If for some reason Endymion gives us trouble, this is out of character. We could just murk all the Starburns and just bring them back.
that's a good point.
That's a good point.
Sorry I called you a bitch, but you used to be.
I get it. I heard it a lot when I was younger, so I get it.
Well, it's really Endymion's fault why you were that way. So if we can go and talk to her and make peace and get her to stop doing what she's doing, good.
Endymion, the Philosopher's Stone is technically the Celestial Sword itself, right?
The Philosopher's
Yeah.
Stone is a celestial sword. He's in possession of 2 of them.
Yeah, if we ally with if
He or
Endymion
she?
can be talked
Oh,
down.
excuse me.
If Endymion can be talked down, she can also help Bard out in unlocking his. But let's see if that happens. How do we get there? Phoenix?
Well, I don't know. Scarlet will know. Or excuse me.
Would you? Well, in that by extension, so would Jed.
Right. You with Scarlet here, or here, you totally do know how to get there.
Alright, guys, this is how we get there.
On the mountain island of Cathar, so called because it's literally like a mountainous spire that just comes right out of the ocean. That's like a little bit of a landmass that circles it, but that's about it. It's literally just a small patch of land that's got a huge island sprouting up above it. There's hardly any sort of land mass to like stand on. You're basically on a slope the moment that you step foot on it. Hence why it's called the mountain island. At the very top of the mountain island of Cathar, there is I don't want to say castle. It's more like, I guess a fortress would probably be the better definition, the better word to describe it. And within, there is a mysterious mechanism forged of adamantine that serves as the portal into Endymion's realm. Go there. You should be able to go through the portal and speak with Endymion herself.
Jet, you can get us there, right?
Jet doesn't have teleport anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, but clearly Nygmata did.
Did he though?
Can you, without the can you will us over there just by with godly might or whatever?
Actually, that might be able to teleport us now.
Technically, clerics don't get teleport, but they do get plane shifts. Which,
Right. Which
Plane
is
shift
basically
works
the
as
same
teleport
thing.
in my
Alright.
campaign.
I'll plane shift it.
There you go. My great cleric can escort us there.
how is he able to do that, but not you?
I have given him.
Because one is the embodiment of knowledge. You want to find more loopholes during the session, or can we just save that for later? Okay. Swear to God, I'm gonna do it to you every single chance I get during your
Now-
campaign. Swear to God.
Could
I
you
believe him.
Could you at least spin this? Can I teleport through people's minds? Just me.
Just you?
That's interesting.
Teleport through people's minds? Yeah, I imagine that would be how Nygmata gets around, or
Yeah.
got around.
Because it is a mind network.
Yeah.
Shame you weren't the god of movement.
Yeah,
That'd be
How do you
space.
know it's not a madness
Makes
network,
sense.
network now?
that's what I'm saying.
There you
Yeah,
go.
literally. The god of space can teleport anywhere and any way.
Yeah,
Madashi.
I'll plane shift them.
Cool. Alright. So, you guys plane shift.
Maybe be the cleric.
You guys plane shift to the fortress of Cathar.
That's new. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, neither did I. Apparently, after joining,
I learned it yesterday.
I'm awesome.
That was
He's a
2
20th
days
level
ago.
cleric.
I treat my clerics simply the best. I give them many great powers.
So, just as a little caveat, me plane shifting everyone involves them having rope tied up, and then they're
Whatever, they're there.
It's a visual thing.
yeah,
Seriously?
exactly.
From your mind,
Oh, I see what you
tendrils
did, okay.
come from your
Yeah.
mind and
Envelop them all.
envelop everyone.
Yeah.
Well, we're here.
Ciara's just like, is this just a thing with you?
Yeah, it's
I
weird,
guess so
right?
now.
So he mended my diamonds. I load my weapons just in case.
The way you said it. Just
I love how it's just like
Oh, no,
mending
sure.
spell. Let's fix those. You should have flavored it that they got turned to
That
dust.
they got some yes, I know. Let's just continue saying what I should have done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I know how you are. Anyway, you guys arrive at the fortress of Cathar. It's pretty heavily guarded, but not by soldiers. There are a shit ton. I mean, a shit ton of dragons around you guys.
Hey, Gary, can you do us a favor and lobotomize all of them?
He can totally do it if that's what he wants to
Wow.
He could just make it to where they
He
just don't see
disappeared,
us.
yeah, straight up.
Like in their minds, they can't register us.
do. It's up to you. They're not hostile at the moment.
Oh, well, there you go.
There are plenty that are sitting on the fortress, like looking down at you guys, like keeping their guard up and whatnot.
So what do I know about them? Why are they here?
Yeah,
They're definitely here, like guarding the fortress.
Okay.
We're going inside, and y'all aren't going to stop us.
Who are they guarding it from?
Anybody and anyone. Nobody specifically.
Okay.
So the fact that we have
Why are they guarding it?
Well, because the portal's inside.
they
Okay.
work for
Are-
Endymion?
They work for Endymion.
They work for Endymion. Okay. So
The fact that we have now Mai and Ciara with us, with that, I'm guessing that's a big reason why they might probably haven't jumped us yet. Or
Well, there's also another reason. Sitting at the top of the fortress, top of the wall within the fortress, right above the door that you guys need to go through to, like, descend further down, is Nicodemus.
oh, I remember you.
Yep, the old man in the chair. The guy who threw a bunch of meteors at you.
The one
Oh,
that
that's right.
The one that kidnapped my ass in the alternate reality.
Yep.
This one.
Old guy. just sees all of you and he's just like, well, you're here sooner than expected. Curious.
I remember you.
Yes. You do.
And you're only CR-17.
It's a fun story. I'll have to tell you sometime.
That was 4 years ago. How do you remember that?
Because I
I'm
made
pretty sure he's right.
Because
I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure he's right.
Because I made a mental note that we might always like run into that fucker.
He was prepared.
It's like you ain't shit to us anymore, motherfucker.
He was
You
prepared.
have problems, but it's actually very impressive. It's scary, but impressive.
Okay, well, I'm hearing Chris laugh maniacally. By the way, does anyone want anything to drink?
I'm good.
Oh,
Good,
no.
thank you.
Okay. So what happened?
We meet Nicodemus, the old man who kicked our ass a while back. He was the old man in the
We're
chair.
back in the previous timeline.
Just meteor swarmed us.
Right before you guys met Scarlet.
Oh.
Yeah, right before we met Scarlet.
Yeah, he's laughing because I remembered the CR.
What was the CR?
17.
Oh,
It was 4 years ago. I asked him how the hell he remembered that.
seriously?
God. Anyway, yeah. I'm very curious as to how you know who I am, but doesn't matter. You're trespassing on very forbidden territory. And that's when he takes notice that CR is standing with you guys, and he also notes that Phoenix is there too.
Scarlet?
We're here to speak with Endymion. I suggest you don't get in our way.
That's some interesting company you have there.
We made friends.
Endymion
Friends in
has
high places.
Endymion will definitely want to know the information we have for him.
Is that so? What information do you possibly possess that my master would want to know?
Nygmata is dead.
And the
Oops.
fate of her former lover.
Oops. Wow.
And we killed him. Do you still want to get in our way?
The door beneath him just opens up, like fucking wide open for you guys to just walk on down, because he could pretty much dictate.
There he is!
Hey,
We
what's up,
thought
man?
we thought like, yeah. I guess the job catch you for a bit, huh?
No, it's Lunar New Year and I've been with my family for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
it is.
See,
Well, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, what year is it now?
tiger.
Tiger. Oh yeah, that's what I saw all that shit on there.
Yeah. That's why you've been seeing tigers all over the place on
Yeah.
social media.
Because it's my year.
Well, there's one of these cosplayers I really like. Cosplays in a tiger suit. It's nice.
So to catch you up real quick,
Of course. Go back.
everybody has God, so much. Okay. So Jed is the new god of Psycho.
I got the dreamscape.
Varys inherited the dreamscape. Lockmaster is going to be brought back. Everybody who wants to is going to be brought back.
Who's that?
Came back. They went back. They
Oh, I thought that was
met with Phoenix. Phoenix acquired the wish spell for them. They wished Xeric away. Xeric's gone from all realities.
Morpheus is gone.
Morpheus is gone too as a result.
Brought back Scarlet.
They brought Scarlet back, and she was brought back as a human, or the way she was before Endymion changed her into a Starborn.
Right.
And now they're at Endymion's fortress to try and talk her out of doing what she's been doing.
And now that you're here, we
Change
can.
your mind.
Now that you're here, we can do the cult thing.
Deal with
Assuming
Cirque
that-
de Bayonne.
Assuming that this doesn't. Well, this might take the rest of the session. Who knows?
It's possible.
Sorry for being late, guys.
It's
Oh,
okay.
no,
It's
it's
fine.
fine. No, man. Family
Fine.
is important.
I totally lost my train of thought.
Or inside the lair.
Right. Nicodemus opened the doors for you guys. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, go for it.
Oh, I got that new Mountain Dew that's in there. You should give it a try. It's good.
Okay.
It's the Spark.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Here you go.
Alright. You descend down the fortress, and it's all relatively quiet, relatively calm. As you guys proceed further down, you come across this door that's wide open for you guys. And as you walk in, you are greeted face to face with the rest of the Starborn sisters. All of them.
I step in between them and Ciara and Scarlet. Just
Oh, hold on.
In a
All
per-
of them?
in a sort of
Serenade's there.
Mm-hmm.
in a sort of
Hey!
protective manner. We come in peace.
We're not here to cause any trouble. Just here to talk.
Azura, the one that you haven't met yet, the one with the blue hair, says, and what exactly is it that you're here to discuss?
We want Endymion to end her plan,
Cool.
and we're here to give her information about the fate of Nygmata and Atlas.
You're close.
Atlas.
There you go. You're requesting quite the massive favor. On top of that, I see really no reason to accommodate your request.
We killed Nygmata.
We killed Nygmata, and it's either this or we have to stop her by force. And we are more than capable of doing that, but we don't want to.
To reiterate, yes, we did kill Nygmata. And it's not just that. Nygmata no longer exists. He will never, ever return.
Yeah, but Mana has taken his place.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not in the other dimension yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
You guys are just at the fortress where the portal is.
Please don't make this difficult.
Yeah, we come in peace.
You will have our word that as long as we're in that dimension, if there is a disagreement, we'll leave peacefully and plan otherwise. So long as no harm comes to us, we have no intention of having any harm come to her or you.
Scarlet, tells you, you may just want to subdue them for now. It's going to be the easiest way for us to get through.
Like, yeah. Is she right, basically? They're not going to...
Well,
Yeah,
you can see their thoughts.
Well, you can see their thoughts. It don't seem like they're going to back.
Is Alani?
I think Alani is like the only one who doesn't want to fight you guys. So.
Subdue everybody but Alani. I like Alani. She's a sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She's a good
basically, all of a sudden, everyone except Alani just says, in their own way, all right, go do your thing, and they go off and have a tea party.
Oh, that's specific.
So yeah,
That's
I mean,
specific
technically he
weapons.
says you can dominate them, not necessarily comatose them. That works.
I mean, definitely comatose them if you wanted to, but that seems a little extreme.
Good
Why,
choice.
why not allow them to enjoy themselves for once?
It's a good thing that you were the one to take over.
Before they go to have their tea party, there are a couple of them that do have some sort of brief interaction with you guys. Elon,
Yeah.
Miss A, the white-haired one who was Serenade, looks at you just briefly, and she's just like, I don't know the proper hand signals, but she does actually do the sign language for be safe.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Before Sable leaves, I'll talk to her and I'll say, I remember that you chose to become a Starborn because you wanted power.
Yes.
I would hope that you would change your mind because you're going to be an ant. And I'm going to rebuild the Owensburg name and reestablish everything that our family stood for. And Mahalia and I will be married probably within the next month. And
This is your first time meeting your sister-in-law.
yeah, technically.
Oh.
I would hope that you can come back. Despite everything that's happened, I do miss you, sister.
You were able to bring Scarlet back as her original form. I think it's pretty safe to say that I don't really have a choice in the matter.
If we can convince...
If Endymion doesn't conform to you, to your demands or requests or whatever, you end up fighting her. The only way I'm not coming back to my original self, let's be honest, is if you all die. And we already know that's not going to happen.
Alright. I just wanted to let you know that we'll all have a place in our home.
You should probably save it for the version of me that actually cares to hear it.
That's fair.
I put my hand.
She's just being real.
I put my hand on Varys. When she's back to normal, she'll be the kind, caring sister you've always known her to be.
I don't like this bitch.
That's the only hope.
That's not who she is.
She wasn't like this
Yeah,
before.
she wasn't like
Varys,
She was a total sweetheart before this.
Bart's real
She was
quick
a
in
kind
saying
woman.
this.
A good woman.
Yeah.
But
Getting there like it, is it?
Endymion twisted her like Endymion does.
It's much like Scarlet was never.
Yep.
This is the true Scarlet. Maya is the true Scarlet.
He
Not that psychopath was
he
something
walks
before.
off and he says, "Alright, let's do it."
Well, Jet, I would say good luck and keep an eye out for us, but I'm pretty sure you won't have a problem with that. Just don't do anything weird with them.
What? They're having a tea party.
And I'm hoping that's
Before we go in there, can you bless us?
Of course. He returns to his form of God Nygmata, who's a Loxodon, by the way, in fine robes. Incense appears. Incense and candles appear all around you, and you hear just out of nowhere like a chorus of chanting, and God Nygmata speaks. May you have the right words for the right situations, and may you convince your enemies to become your friends. You have my blessing.
Is that like some sort of epic inspiration he just gave us? Is he even a bard anymore at this point?
Not technically.
He's a god, so like.
Whereas bards like use their charisma to like convince people to do stuff and like believe stuff. Nygmata can basically just be like, you believe this.
Yeah.
We believe we're going to succeed.
So now, just in case you
Supreme
feel
optimism.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So now, just in case you feel like there's any reason why Varys wouldn't believe what's written in his journal, you could totally just. Actually, no, you can't. He has a celestial sword. Never mind.
That's right.
Yeah, but Varys believes what's in there anyway.
Yep. Like a fool.
What would happen if this entire time Varys comes to the conclusion that he was played?
Honestly, I thought about that. He would laugh. And just to be like, that should have fucking known.
I mean, honestly, like, at this point, it's probably true.
Yeah.
Like,
At this
wasn't
point,
at
y'all are
first,
still
but-
friends, but you know, back then.
Yeah.
At this
the very
point,
beginning.
yeah.
But you know, it was just like it was all at the pretenses of being lied to.
So, as you guys finish talking to Sable, she will actually
So who's the leader, Sable or the blue-haired one?
Sable.
Oh, okay.
Like Azura has the most experience as leader, but Sable is definitely the strongest one. She has a medallion hanging from her neck, and she just grasps and a sphere of energy forms around her hand, and she throws it into the adamantine ring, causing a portal to open.
Alright. You guys ready?
Jet, you feel pretty confident that you can't go through this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to everybody else.
Oh.
Alani, do you want to stay here with your sisters?
The Batmana is the
Or do you want to come with Scarlet's
Coolest
or Mai's
got
going to
it.
be coming with us?
I'll remember that when
I
I'm
think I'll
invoking
stay
your power.
I think I'll be okay.
I think that is for the best.
So where are we going?
We're gonna go try and make peace with the Demian, but we have to go to her realm.
Bless you.
Excuse me, sorry.
I'm just throwing this out here. Our face is not going to be with us.
But maybe his blessing gave us super
what?
advantage
Yeah.
or something.
I will stay here with Jet.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Might as well. I mean,
That's right. You never received your boon of knowledge.
That's true.
When Yabatmana came to power, he
You know,
gave
he bestowed
everyone.
upon everybody nugget of knowledge of their request.
Yabatmana
What
is
was
just...
one of bad times? I never get cool stuff.
I mean, you can get it now.
Now, you
Nah.
may receive your boon of knowledge.
Nah.
What would you like to know? What would Jin like to know?
Yeah, what would Jen like to know?
Anything in the world.
Bart just had to ask 1,000 questions, by the way, so...
Yeah, I gave him an inch, he took a mile.
Yeah, I'll say.
Is my homeland so safe? Is my family Helen still there?
Oh yeah, yeah, everything's totally fine.
Yes, your home is safe.
Somehow your
Is the
homeland.
scientist? Can I murder him?
Funny enough, with Morpheus gone, so too was the scientist.
Oh.
Was Isaac.
Really?
Wow, really? He must have came back in time with Morpheus.
Well, it's because he was a clone of Morpheus.
Oh. Hey,
Okay.
Actually, I should
Um.
go ahead and reveal the final plot twist. The variant that you guys encountered wasn't the real Morpheus; it was Isaac the entire time.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Son of a
Is there ways to cure my son?
I mean, no. Well, like he can tell you a little bit about about Soren, but Soren is currently in possession of a celestial sword.
Do I
Right.
have to murder him?
So I would only know anything that his
Followers.
followers would
His followers
know.
would know.
And they see him as a god.
How many ancient dragons and...
Oh yeah, just about the entire High Court. In fact, there's even a couple of great worms in there too.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gonna be one hell of a battle. Not happening now.
Oh, we got you. You can make all the gray worms think that they're kittens.
I
And,
feel my glory.
At this
Yeah.
point,
No.
Yeah.
You get away from me.
I didn't do Jack, okay?
No.
I flat
No.
out said,
This is all your fault.
no, it's fucking not.
It is all the damn fault.
I flat out said, do you guys want to fight Nygmata? And you all said yes. So I was like, okay.
don't worry.
No.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Don't worry. We'll walk in there.
Pretty sure you were the last one to raise your hand in favor, but you totally did
now
say yes.
technically, there could still be a fight between you and him.
Here's
It's just all the dragons. Yabatmana
And we're not
could be
actually
like,
playing it out.
You guys could go hang out over here.
Well, if you want, we'll let you 1v1 your son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just sit there with some popcorn. You know, if you somehow lose, and
Okay,
die-
1v1. He dies because Soren has a celestial sword.
You know what? Just
Don't die.
walk up to him and just
Wait,
bitch
no,
slap
We'll
him.
deal with that later.
Right. Right now, we're focusing on.
Okay, then Asusa behind for Jet.
Alright.
It's like there's no point in me going and talking to me anyway.
Mine will also go ahead and stay behind.
Are you sure? I thought you wanted to speak with her. Did you want to?
I've got faith in Ciara.
Okay.
Plus I really think I need to be here.
Where's the kitsune?
It's a good question. I'll get back to you on that one.
So we'll just say
Jeez, that poor
while
character
they're
got
talking
forgotten
to
about so
Endymion,
often.
So did
Yabatmana
Timos.
is communing with everyone there, and just sharing his knowledge and making the tea party very enjoyable.
They're all sitting there begrudgingly sipping tea, looking at you, being like,
you put your pinky out. What are you doing?
they're like mentally, they're like, we should be protecting that portal, but physically, they're just like sipping tea, just staring.
Don't you get it? You see the hat? I am Mrs. Nesbit.
That's right.
Alright, so you guys walk up the altar and you step through the portal. You all immediately find yourselves not standing on firm ground, but flat out floating. There is a world below you guys. You are within range to where you can, like, breathe. It's what little air it does have. And you look around and you take sight of the moon that's currently above this world in the making. And you see... Actually, no, that was previous...
This can go south really quick, guys.
Sorry, no. You find that at the center of this semi-constructed world that's being built, it's basically just a bunch of land masses that are like kind of formed in a sphere, but there's still like a whole shit ton of land missing. Like this one probably got about 50% done with consuming the world.
Damn.
Man.
Shoot.
You see a small red light emanating at the very center of this sphere, and you can theorize that is in fact the Philosopher's Stone. And down there in the center, there is one being clad in white and black robes with a mask that covers the face. You can theorize that this is in fact Endymion.
Oh.
You guys have full control of your movement, so what do you do?
Then float down there.
I float down and I land right in front of her.
Yep, straight up.
Hello there.
We need
They
to
stay
talk.
in the slide where we just go tumbling down again.
Now, you know that this is Zelenia, but the frame of the figure in front of you doesn't really support that this is a female body. And as Endymion speaks to you, it is in fact with the voice of Atticus Atlas.
Oh.
Same voice. So, you've all come here a lot sooner than expected.
We're here to make peace.
Oh, we are more famous than I thought.
We come in peace. Shoot to kill.
You're not dead.
That's amazing.
We come in peace.
I wasted my
Perks
crossbow.
Right.
I cast Disintegrate.
I wasted with my crossbow.
We need to talk.
Talk is not something I'm really interested in doing.
I think you should be.
We're not here to fight you.
Give me one good reason.
We killed Nygmata. Your war and your endeavor should be over now.
Well, while that is certainly impressive that you killed Nygmata, if that is in fact true, doesn't matter. Eventually, the gods will, one of them will, become just like him.
No. Nygmata is gone forever. Our
Doesn't matter if
companion-
Nygmata is gone. Nygmata was a god who became corrupt. Eventually, one of the others will as well. It's just a matter of time. And even if they don't, some of their followers will.
And your solution is to make yourself a little utopia and force other people to live in it.
A world without gods. Without anyone to worship as such either. Do you know what happened long ago during the Derica incident?
Clearly we don't.
No, apparently not. I watched as one of the heroes of Derica, someone who traveled with the rest of them for so long, betrayed them right in front of their eyes.
Was it Braun?
Yes.
Really?
That's exactly who she's talking about.
Braun?
Ben's character, right?
No, Braun's my character.
Well, was it your character? I thought it was Ben's character.
Oh.
Ben's character was. Oh no, it wasn't Braun.
No, Braun was the.
Yeah,
was
it
my
was.
character.
It was Ben's character.
Oh yeah, no,
It was
I
that
wasn't there.
Dragonborn
I wasn't
character.
there for that game. I had to
Yeah,
miss
it was his Dragonborn character.
He was the cleric of death or something.
I thought you were like my characters.
Sorry, I forgot Braun was your character.
Yeah, he was in.
Whatever Ben's character's name was, I don't remember.
Boros.
Boros
Boros,
the
yes,
betrayer.
Boros the Betrayer,
Boros
yes.
the betrayer, that's right.
This one was named Boros. I saw him betray his friends because he wanted to appease his god. Now, do you honestly think that these people can be trusted to not do the same thing later on? At some point, if one of the gods doesn't try to start trouble with mortal kind, eventually one of their followers will.
And I'll be there to stop them.
As will I.
You'll stop every single one of them.
If I have to.
Yep.
Here's my question. You think that your world's going to be free from corruption? Do you honestly believe that you'll be able to shepherd them all into here and it'll be the paradise that you wanted?
Oh, certainly.
Because you'll be in
It
control.
won't be perfect, but it'll be a hell of a lot better than what we've got right now.
This is not what what they want.
What they want. No mortal actually knows what they want. What do you want?
What do you want?
I already know what I want. That is to rip the gods from mortal kind entirely.
You want to control mortal kind yourself
I
because
have
you
no
don't
interest in controlling them.
and yet this is what you're doing. This
As
is
soon as they are here, living in this world, I will resign myself. I've already decided. I will die so that they can live.
You know, your lover Atticus would probably be ashamed of you.
You talk like you know the first thing about Atticus.
Atticus saved Elon as well as Ciara.
Mm-hmm.
After we killed Nygmata, his soul was free from him.
we've only known him for a few minutes, but we got everything we knew from him right off the bat. And if he wanted us to come here and stop you from doing this, and he wanted it peacefully.
That sounds like something he would say.
So why do you continue this madness?
Because I have no reason to believe you. And that's when Ciara chimes in and she's like, actually... And she holds out the shards that Jet gave her.
We do have a reason for you to believe us.
Every single one of those shards is what's happened.
And Demian sees Ciara, actually notices her. And she also notices Phoenix, but she kind of just doesn't, pay any real attention to him as yet. And she's just like, the fact that you came here willingly, now I know that there is something terribly wrong with this whole scenario. A lie, a fib, a misdirection, something.
Check for yourself.
We're the misfits, but we don't misdirect.
Not
Easy
easy
for you to say.
Just look at those crystals and check for yourself. You'll know
Ciara's-
we're not lying.
Yeah, Ciara was just like, no, I promise you, everything that they're saying is true. We are here to help. I'm here to help.
Demian's just like... And she removes the mask, and sure enough, the face is just like Atticus's as well.
Man, somebody was obsessive.
And she was really in love with him. When he was gone, she was just, completely lost without him. So it was just a matter of, trying her damnedest to, get him as close back to her as she possibly could. If that meant taking on his form, then so be it. Atticus did the exact same thing in the previous timeline. So, slowly approaches Ciara and takes the shards in her hand, presses them to her mind, and rather calm expressions paint her face as she closes her eyes to absorb all the information, all the knowledge. And
there's an Easter egg in one of those.
What's that?
So Jet, as your God Nygmata, introduces himself. I am your God Nygmata, the new god of mind, the coalesced mind. And I promise you, I will help you keep the gods from destroying mortal kind, and I will treat you peacefully if you decide to return your wards back to this world, and I will make sure that you will be treated no differently than a friend. And then
it could be the last thing after she sees everything else. Seems like a good proper bookend.
Yeah.
And she sees everything. Y'all's fight against Nygmata. She sees his true form for the first time. She's actually seeing it. Full and clear view. And you could tell as her expressions change, you can pretty much guess as to which memories she's going through. And she stops. She even sees Atticus sacrifice himself to bring Ciara back. And eventually she sees God Nygmata's message to her as well. And as her eyes open, she just looks rather taken aback. And she just drops her hands, and you see tears start to roll down her cheeks. And she just says, "You're telling the truth."
We are.
I'm sorry for what happened to you. I can't even begin to fathom what you went through. But it's not too late to turn back. You still have people, especially someone who deeply cares for you and doesn't want to see you suffer anymore. The more you walk down this path, the more you will suffer and cause suffering as you do it. Please stop this madness for your sake, Atticus' sake, your Starborn's sake, everyone's
sake.
Phoenix chimes in. We all lost someone to Nygmata. Some of them came back. Some of them didn't. Atticus chose not to. I know that that's probably not what you wanted, or probably not what you would have preferred, honestly. But I know what he would prefer. He would want you to just find a way to live your life happily. And she just says, I don't think I know how to do that anymore.
I joined the club. Apparently everybody thinks the same about Bart.
Maybe, yeah.
You could start.
There you go. You found your new love adventures.
No, he's trying to get her with CR.
You can start by stopping what you're doing. I understand you hate gods. I get it. I didn't like gods either. Now I know one. And he's a good man.
He's a magic gear.
Good God.
And I'll say this much: you are right. You are right about one thing: the gods need to be kept in check, and if the need ever rises, where the god of the philosopher's stone again?
Bio.
If the god of bio,
Really.
the god of time, the god of earth, if any of them step out of line, we can work together to put them down. But we can't allow the people of our world to be the byproduct of our revenge.
You can't just keep taking them and forcing them to live here.
Because that's what all this is
Cage.
revenge.
And the cage.
This void ever since. Sorry. This void ever since I created it has been my home. I'm not sure I'm ready to go back there.
You know, take all the time you need, actually. We're not going to force you back. We're here just merely to ask you. Because a lot of the people who are here to return to their old lives, to their families.
If they want to.
If they want to. Maybe some do want to stay here with you. I can think of one person who'd very much want to stay by your side. Because ever since we met her, she was always concerned for you.
Right when you say that, Ciara actually reaches out and grabs her hand, clasps it, and Endymion looks to Ciara, and she says, "That doesn't make any sense. After everything that I've done to you, to the other Starborns, how could you possibly care about me?"
It's because I knew what you were like beforehand. I knew what we were all like before this. Before this quest for revenge. This liberation of mortal kind. It's not what anybody needs. The only way that we fix this is exactly how we started. Together. And I will stay by your side. As long as you set things right. You'll never be alone again.
Endymion takes a moment. She looks to the Philosopher's Stone. And while still holding Ciara's hand, she reaches out, grabs it. Kind of like how Doctor Strange grabbed the Time Stone that did in Infinity War. Grabs it but doesn't actually touch it with her fingers. It just sort of floats in between her thumb and her index finger. And she takes hold of it and uses her power of the Philosopher's Stone to cause a red aura to emanate around herself and Ciara. And you see, as the light fades, what was the form of Atticus, like a contorted form of Atticus, now changes into a rather beautiful, she's a Saphirian, but she doesn't have the green hair that is iconic for them. She has long, flowing, like, very lightish sky blue hair. Her outfit is still the same. It's still, like, Endymion's robes. But you can tell by looking at the frame, like, she was definitely, like, she's not the frame of a male anymore. Face is completely changed. She's no longer in the image of Atticus Atlas. You also see Ciara take on the form of a Zephyrian, but her being half-breed, she didn't have the green hair to begin with. She just had her black hair. Yeah. And you notice that her ears have actually been restored, because they were snipped originally. Yeah. Well, like, that's how they, like, when sex traders, like, get a hold of Zephyrians, the first thing they do is clip their ears. Well, like, their own members, their own people will do that to them, like, half-breeds or undesirables.
Makes me think of what they do to poor piggies.
Yeah. But the trade-off with this is if they lose the tip of their ears, they actually lose their ability to reproduce as well.
Mm-hmm.
They become barren or sterile. But now she's got her ears back, fully restored. She is as if she never changed at all.
I kind of want to go back and overthrow Zephyria too while we're at it.
Yeah, we never got to that.
Yeah, Demos is down for that. Let's
Demos
go murder
is
the king
down.
and put Demos as the new leader.
Campaign 2.
Yep, either campaign 2 or something that you guys can think about later on. Or like maybe one of you would like set out to deal with it. But anyway.
Oh yeah, Bart's totally down for overthrowing a dictatorship. Let's do it. I'm very down.
So she Endymion, or Zelenia, I should say at this point, she releases the stone from her hand and just immediately embraces Ciara.
Aww. There you go, Mahalia. She had her happy ending.
I'm good with that.
Ciara does hug her back. And as they like part arms and arms, Zelenia does turn back to all of you and she says, "Thank you. You wanted everything restored. This is the very least I can do.
And the other Starborn?
They will be returned to their normal forms.
Thank you.
But I can't return.
You don't have to. If you ever need help, you know where we are."
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I can't go back. After everything that I've done, that world doesn't deserve me.
Well, still, Ciara can.
I'll say this much.
And if you need help, she is one of us.
Ciara forgave you.
Even your Nygmata, like, will bring you back.
Ciara forgave you. Maybe the other Starborns will.
I'm not worried about the other Starborns.
You need to forgive yourself.
I'm not worried about forgiving myself.
Then what are you worried about?
This whole process has hurt people. It's damaged families, it's destroyed families, it's killed people. That world deserves better than me. So that's why, once I return the Starborns to their normal forms, I will pass my celestial swords down to 2 of them.
Okay.
And then that means you're in.
I will keep this portal open long enough for the world to return to normal. But I have to do it on this side.
That's fine. I'm sure some people may choose to stay here.
Awesome.
And if they do, well, it's your responsibility.
There's nothing that's going to be left here.
You're going to destroy this place? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
And yourself in the process.
Exactly.
He turns
Ciara,
to,
are you good with that?
he turns to Ciara and he turns back to her. You know you don't have to do this.
No, I really do feel like I do.
There's so much good you can do with this, with your new change of heart.
The only way to ensure that everything gets returned is if I keep the portal open.
This kind of reminds me of the Langoliers, in a way.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah. And
What if-
Ciara chimes in right there, and she's just like, it's fine. Because I'm going to stay here with her.
We're both gonna...
Are you sure you want that?
In a weird way, it's kind of what I always wanted.
We're made for each other.
Yeah, it seems so. If this is what you really want, even though I don't like it, I'll respect your choice, because it is your decision.
Believe me, if there was any other way, then we probably would.
I got a proposition, an idea, if you will. I don't know if it'll work, but where will your soul end up being after this ordeal happened? After this place is gone, where would y'all's souls end up?
That's a very good question.
We could try to bring you back on the other side on a more divine level.
We do have a powerful cleric in our group.
If you want to try, then... And this is Zelenia talking. If you want to try, then... I still don't think I deserve it, but there won't be anything I can do to stop you.
Well, technically it has to be a willing soul too.
It does.
But here,
If I hear your voice reach out to me, then certainly we'll come back.
You can work towards redemption.
this is a good start.
I'm at the very least going to do everything that I can do right now, though.
Well,
That's fair.
Bart turns to Ciara. This could be goodbye, and he extends his hand. It was just in case.
Let's save it for after we get the other Starborn fixed. Then
It's a good idea.
we'll come back and she and I will step through the portal afterwards. And
Oh, so y'all are gonna be stepping out with
Yeah.
us briefly.
they're going to go with you guys to deal with the Starborn first.
Okay, I just kind of sort of thought it was a snap, and they're okay.
Nah. Not quite.
Let's go take care of that.
Let's do it.
All right.
Lockout. They're all sitting together having a fucking tea party. Just kind of like all the Starborns except for Alani are just like staring Jet down, just kind of like this motherfucker.
Hey, look, they're both back. What a happy ending. Completely unaware of what's about to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my goal, to make sure I'm a good cleric.
Good luck.
You know, I got one question.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Are still level 2.
This is Barton
Actually,
character.
level 20 now.
Why are they all
God
women
power.
in particular?
You bumped into a level
Oh.
20 cleric.
So there was
I
like
pulled the Matrix on him. He went
Endymion
through
flat
the
out did not
cleric
have a
school
reason
all
for
at
that,
once.
but
And now he knows
the
Kung Fu.
DM did because I was making a reference.
Were they like the Dark Sailor Scouts or some shit?
No. So Atlas, the god Atlas, had what was it, five
Oh,
or
yeah.
6, 7 daughters.
They were protecting that garden with the golden apple, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they were supposed to be referenced to.
Nice.
So there was a reason as to why they were all female.
You see, here I thought Atlas was just a fucking criminal.
So
Oh, what was the reference to?
Atlas,
Atlas,
the
the
actual
god.
Titan.
Yeah.
Well, the Titan. You know the garden that where the golden apple grows. He had 6 daughters protecting it, and that's what the Starborns were a reference to.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it.
The Void Giants were also a reference to that too, because I think it was Endymion or Atlas, one of the two, I don't remember, had 52 other daughters. There were 52 Void Giants.
How many of them did we end up murking?
Well,
In game, I think I counted you guys at like 8, I think. But there were a few others that got killed off, like, by other people, so... I think in total there was like 12 lost or something like that.
so we go outside the portal.
Yep. You go outside the portal,
And
all
you
the Starborns are there. you
are welcomed by the music and singing Mary, happy on birthday to us.
I hate you.
Yeah, sorry about that. They wouldn't let us pass peacefully, so we had to.
Subdue them.
Well, we had him subdue them in the most benevolent way.
Zelenia
possible.
approaches you. And she says... And you can pretty much guess that this is her. And she just says... I saw your visions. Thank you. Please don't disappoint me.
Let's see. I aim to entertain. You don't have to worry about me.
He's
Somehow I believe you.
That sounded really forced.
that's just too.
That's just
I wanted to
the
say.
DM doesn't know how to do female voices. That's what that is.
That's just too fun-loving to turn evil. Granted, you can argue
Somehow I believe you.
Granted, you can argue Nygmata was fun-loving. It's just his idea of fun was a lot more twisted.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
So if I have your word that you'll be a benevolent God, take care of everyone, then I will fix everything.
And if he's not, we'll kill him.
I believe that too.
Thanks for your inspiring confidence in me, Bart.
There's
Well, of
shaking
course.
his head.
It's a deal.
He'll be a good god.
I believe he will.
Well, that one's already earned my favor. Jet has already earned my favor for taking Nygmata. You've all earned my favor for killing him, that's for sure. I really appreciate it. To the way which words can't describe.
was amazing.
Hey, it was good. Like, you dealt the final blow. Like, I know you don't think that's amazing, but trust me, it is.
Okay.
And she says, on a personal note, sorry for what I took from you. Sorry for what I took from you, Alon.
Now it's
And
time to
what
make
did
it
you
right.
take from me?
Your wife.
Your wife.
Who is this?
Oh,
This is Zelenia.
This is Endymion, aka Zelenia.
Oh.
Now she didn't kill your wife.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
just brought her back.
This
and
isn't
enslaved
Bezos.
her.
Yeah,
Just turned her into a slave. You
Turn
know.
around just like, okay, so...
we're making peace with her. Don't
yeah,
do it.
I know.
Don't fucking flame strike her.
Stop! Just gonna be like, look, normally my vengeful roots would have me
Bill of the Tool.
very upset at you.
That's why I'm
However-
apologizing.
However, I have been shown the light.
He's on a new
The
planet.
light, it speaks to me.
Now I
I
believe.
am on a new path. And I accept your forgiveness.
You mean you accept her apology?
Yes. Apology.
Yeah, I accept your apology.
Like you're not
and
forgiving her.
I forgive you.
Thank you, Elon. Beautiful.
Wow, that's that
Like
was
even Ciara's clapping like.
Did you rehearse that? Insight check.
wow,
I thought we were past this shit.
wow, Elon. That was inspiring.
Who is this new character? Who is this new person?
This is holy
know him.
Elon.
Now is when
This
you-
is Sean
you say,
realizing there's no point to a fight.
I'm even willing to accept makeup sex.
Okay, yeah, straight up. I'm even willing to accept makeup sex.
What?
This is his God speaking through him. I mean, that makes sense.
Look, she's gonna fix your wife. You'll have plenty of sex after.
Yeah, she's gonna fix your wife. You'll be able to be with her
Elon wants the
again.
whole shebang. He wants like
Yeah,
a face
like,
on the tie
seriously.
and everything else.
So Zelenia actually does respond to that. She's just like,
Lonnie, let's go.
I appreciate the offer, but I have someone who might be upset with me if I took it up.
Okay, well, just so you know, I would rock your world.
Inside check.
it's a deception check.
Deception check.
Oh, bullshit it is.
It's not.
He
He gave me everything.
Here's the thing: A, he has all the knowledge, and B,
He has the Kama Sutra downloaded into his brain.
and here's also the
Yeah,
thing:
but
B,
you know, actually,
Elon believes it.
probably shouldn't be able to do that because he has a celestial sword.
Oh, that's
well,
right.
if he accepts it willingly,
He did accept it.
And
I
Well,
here's
did
the-
accept it
and
willingly.
here's the thing:
I'll allow it.
and here's the thing: B, Elon believes it, so it's not a deception. It's
Whatever.
even if it isn't true.
The point is, she's not taking it.
Not from him anyway.
I'm
Not from him anyway. Yeah.
see. I am being a good, humble servant to my God.
Coming on a little strong.
This
man.
is
a little
yeah,
strong.
Barsh is face
You know
palming
what?
the entire fucking time.
Howard.
He's only following.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh my god!
Wow, yeah, that did it. Anyway,
You lost your Howard crown.
anyway,
Wow,
I like that.
she says.
He's only following the order of
She just says,
Offering sex to
I
somebody.
appreciate it.
Okay.
But I'll have to decline. It's pretty soon.
Your friend Elon's sick.
Probably not going to be able to do much of anything
He's
anymore.
lonely. That's what he is. It's probably been years
His
since
wife
he's.
back there.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
She
Let her go first.
walks up to the rest of the Starborn
Oh, okay.
with the Philosopher's Stone in hand. And she actually takes the black cloth that was around her waist and wraps the Philosopher's Stone in it. And allows it to float out in between all of them. While she still has the cloth wrapped around her other hand. You can pretty much deduce that this cloth is the fabric of reality, the celestial sword of the void.
Sweet.
And using a combination of both of their powers, a red beam of light emanates from the Philosopher's Stone, shooting into the hearts of each of the Starborn, and slowly but surely reverting them back to their original forms. Misay becomes Serenade once again.
Nice.
And Sable becomes V once again.
Yay.
Azura, Alani, and Saffron all become their original forms as well. I didn't actually think of real names for them, so
It's okay.
It could be the real name.
yeah, they're all back to normal. All three of them Zephyrians of note. Yep.
So everyone that Jet has control of right now, all claps their hands and cheers.
I'll go up to Sable and I'll just say, welcome back, sister. Are you alright?
She just before you can even ask that, she just immediately runs up and hugs you,
I'll give her a nice big hug.
bawling, a silent bawl. Her eyes, tears are just flowing down her face.
Yeah.
She's not being really loud,
Yeah.
a silent bawl.
And I'll introduce her and say, this is Mahalia.
Right after you say that, she immediately hugs you.
I try to
Jet,
work
you're
out
back.
3 days a week if I can help it.
I'm sorry for those mean things I said to you. I wasn't myself.
Pretty much, yeah. She's like breaks from the hub. I am so.
Does she know
sorry.
she said all that? Or-
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, they're fully aware of everything that they've done.
It's alright. It wasn't you, not the real you.
You're not you. You're hungry.
It's Snickers.
You're not you when you're evil.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
You're not you when you were turned into a void monster.
Yeah, so I totally like.
I had that thought when Endymion like changed back
Mhm.
to or not, yeah, Endymion changed back to herself.
Mhm.
I had that Snickers
So
thing in
did
my,
I.
over my head,
I hate all of you.
but I didn't want to ruin the moment.
I was the same way.
That's
I was
true,
like, this is
that's
a good
true.
moment. I'm just going to shut up here. Yeah. I
So,
didn't
Sean?
see anything.
Elon, Serenade's right there.
Okay, awesome.
After the clapping, Jet does release everyone.
Legitimately, like, hey baby,
Yeah.
I learned a whole lot of new stuff. We're gonna try.
We got a lot of making
He's getting right to
She just immediately says, "Are you drunk or
Oh no, he's high all the
He's
time.
flirting.
are you high?
No,
No,
Are you
perfectly-
being serious?
yeah, perfectly sober.
You're being honest.
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah,
Because I got ways of making sure that you are.
yeah. That's cool.
he's actually given up the drugs.
Yeah, I found out it wasn't so good for the academy, so yeah.
Oh, did you?
Elon, do you
That
want
was
to
a
end?
lot.
Exactly how long did it take for you to come up with that?
How about another timeline?
Yeah.
So Elon, do you want to ask your wife if she wants to join us on our revenge quest?
Would you like to join us on our revenge quest?
I would absolutely love to.
Alright,
Awesome.
let's go kill Bezos.
Hell yeah.
Actually, Bart turns to the turns to Scarlet and the other
Right.
the other one and the other ones.
Mhm.
I think the yellow-haired one, the blue-haired one,
And
the
Alani.
Alani.
Yeah, Alani, Scarlet, and Azura.
Which one's the yellow-haired one?
Oh yeah, Saffron too.
Yeah.
My bad.
I was gonna say because I remember her because she fucking
Yeah.
kidnapped my ass too.
Yeah.
Anyways, I turn to them and I say, if y'all have anywhere y'all need to stay? If not, we can make accommodations to help y'all get started on y'all's new life.
The girl who was Azura says, I actually think that we do have something in mind.
Well, we have associates here that can help take you there if needed.
Certainly.
I just pretty much volunteered Elon to be taxi to him.
Taxi service.
I mean,
Actually, Phoenix is what, a fucking 20th level spellcaster. You can do it too.
Phoenix has been everything.
That's true.
He's been everything. He's like a changeling, except much slower.
You were for that.
Well, I'm just saying he's currently a 20th level spellcaster, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, he could easily, he can also easily inmate help him.
Yeah, he actually does. Like, now that you've mentioned that, I'll go ahead and make it to where he like actually steps up and he says, "Yeah, I can help them with that.
That'd be
Good.
appreciated.
It's the very least I can do, all things considered. Got to get everything situated."
Well, wherever you're going to take them, we're going to go to Metropolis now, I believe. Right, gentlemen?
Is Metropolis first or the Bug Queen? I mean, don't get me wrong. Between the two, I want to kill them both equally. But
I think Elon is due for for his reckoning first.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
Fudge nuggets.
After we take care of both of them, we can
So-
take care of your son.
Let me understand something just
Okay.
real quick. I get, yeah, I'm awesome. I'm low 20 cleric for the trickery domain. But I've lost like all of my attack power ever.
Look on the bright
You
side.
have amazing utility now.
Okay.
Yeah, like
You've got amazing utility, and
look at how Trunks pulled it off, and now
Yeah.
and you're even better than that now because you're 20th level.
Yeah.
he's got a point.
Okay.
Trust me, we got plenty of attack power.
Look at it like.
Besides,
look at it like as Elon is turning over a new leaf, essentially.
Yeah.
besides, look, and also,
Instead of killing people, you heal them and bring them back to life.
and here's also,
Sean, they can worship you.
I don't want them to
Hey,
worship
look-
me.
look
I mean,
at
you
it
are
this way.
basically the Pope.
You know how you liked
Well, one of
stealing
9.
souls in the past?
Yeah.
Well, now you can drag souls out from the underworld and bring them back to life.
So and also, well,
So you don't have to wait for someone to
Also,
just
here's
die.
another
You
thing.
just pull them out of the ether.
there's no more combat left. Basically, it's like, oh, you're gonna give us trouble. Well,
Yeah,
if you don't
basically.
mind, and just be like,
As long as they're not immune to mind effect.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, let's go to visit. But you know where Bezos is, right?
just take us
Yes.
straight to his
Take us
office.
there.
All right.
Alright, but first,
Oh yeah, we gotta say our goodbyes.
we got a portal to close.
That's true.
So now, Bart approaches, offers to shake her hand and tells her, this is goodbye. This might be goodbye,
All right.
but it's been an honor.
This is for you. Alright.
I don't want to cry.
She,
He respects Tiara.
Ciara does,
Thanks to Mahalia.
she actually, like, pats your hand away
Oh, okay.
and then, like, just gives you a big hug.
He kind of like,
He's all blushing.
awkward hug.
Yeah, very awkward for him.
She's like, she just says, like, kind of silently, but like not silent enough to where nobody else can hear. She's just like, for the record, I know this makes you uncomfortable. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I guess your way of caring, I guess, or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, she goes,
Yeah.
she breaks away, and
Well.
she's just like, to Mahalia, she's like,
I'm good with it. Don't worry. Bart will find somebody to take care of his crotchety ass.
that's for you.
It was good having you with us.
It was
Quite fun.
really,
I was honored.
It was fun having another girl.
I agree.
I give her a hug.
Me too.
group hug.
If you guys want to.
Yep.
If ever there's an appropriate time, it's now.
Jet gets in on the group hug.
Elon, Jen, Bart.
Yeah,
Sure, why not? Group hug. Yeah,
Group
sure.
hug.
Sure, why not? One isn't enough, I guess.
As each of you like go in for the hug, like
I'm gonna
Ciara's
blast them
just
all.
like Ciara's just like overcome with shock with every single embrace,
Aww.
and like you just hear her like crying, like straight up, like unable to control her, like her tears.
We're gonna do what we can to help y'all come back, so y'all can live the life that you deserve.
Once a misfit,
Agreed.
always a misfit.
That's right.
That's right.
Always family.
Jen says, if this
Except
is my
for
homeland,
English.
what's your stay with me? Take a seat.
Here, I thought I forgot what
That
love.
guy was a D-bag.
I wanna know what love is.
You fucking ruined this moment. I swear to God, I will kick your ass. Here I am, trying to have an emotional moment. All three of you stuck.
Yes, it's not me this time. Thank you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Reset.
She's, so
Yeah,
she's
we
like,
have nice hugs and she cries.
right, she's crying, and she's just like,
We're the troublemaker row.
yeah, no joke. She's just sort of like, just like letting it all out, and she's like,
Here, I thought I forgot what love was.
Oh.
Your family now.
That is
You
sweet.
don't ever have to forget.
Vin Diesel.
she does her best. She does her best to try and hug you all back.
I got the guns, so yeah. Anything for family.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Vin
There you go. He
Diesel.
did it too.
Huh?
There you go. He did it too.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.
Hey, Vin Diesel plays D&D, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Seriously. D&Diesel. Anyway.
Anyway, for like the 50th time, anyway,
Let's go kill Bezos.
we are so good at staying on track.
We are. We're the best.
So good.
So, well, actually, let us wrap up this heartfelt moment because everything else.
Oh, can we?
Next one.
Well,
Cool.
We still got a little. It's
Good.
like-
I'm glad to hear
we got
that.
enough time to pop up to Bezos, tell him some nice dialogue, and then blow him the fuck
We've got
away.
6 minutes.
I can kill the motherfucker in 6 minutes. Let's go.
Well, let's finish this up first.
yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
Finish up the group hug.
That just
Zelenia approaches two of the Starborns, or two of the former Starborns, particularly Sable and Serenade. She'll go up to the two of them and she says, "This isn't much of a means of, apologizing, but I like to think that it's a start." She hands the fabric of reality to Serenade, and she, with the Philosopher's Stone in hand, passes it down to V, with her still holding V's hand. She looks at all of you and just says, "I guess this is it."
Yep, it is.
Take care of this world. The best of your ability.
You have my word.
She lets go of V's hand. And V currently holds the Philosopher's Stone. And you start to see the portal is starting to dissipate. Start to walk towards the portal. Phoenix is standing off to the side, and Zelenia, as she passes him, just looks at him and she's just like, "Better luck next time, kid."
Oh, yeah, because he had feelings for her too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, that's it's a little bit of a coyish thing between them. When she first accepted Atticus's proposal, because they grew up together.
Yeah.
So she pretty much like told him that to like try and like tease him a little bit, like in a like sisterly way, and he's just like, "Yeah, next time. Next time, you'll be the envious one." And she just smiles, gives him one final hug, and the two of them step through the portal. And you can see them. They are holding hands. And as the portal starts to close, you do see the two of them embrace and kiss. As the portal continues to close, they fade from your sight, and like thousands of these lights of red just shoot out from the portal. You can theorize, or well, you can deduce that these are in fact fragments from the world that were on the other side of the portal. So the portal remains open, and these beams of light keep on flashing through. Some of them like just pierce through the walls of the fortress. Others actually like navigate their way through the fortress like in a very subtle, like very swift manner. And lights spread across the world.
Jet's in the chair, and he has like some popcorn right in front of him, just watching it go.
That's naughty.
The fuck is popcorn?
I mean, popcorn's old.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, the only reason why we never knew about popcorn was because corn wasn't a thing in Europe.
True. And as the portal finally closes and all the lights dissipate. You can theorize that Endymion's realm is, in fact, gone.
Okay.
The adamantine ring that supported the portal crumbles
Hey.
into dust.
Oh, hey, adamantine dust.
Yeah.
That might be worth some gold.
Could be.
So he already blew his 9th level spell, bringing back Scarlet. So
Phoenix
he's gonna,
will try.
Huh?
Or you're gonna go ahead and
Well, I was saying he'll probably need to take a long rest before he can do True Resurrection again.
then Phoenix will try. Because he has true resurrection. And he takes on the pose to, cast the spell. And he tries and tries. Nothing.
Well,
No effect.
you know what? That's fine.
That was
I'm pretty sure
amazing.
wherever they are, they're at peace together and they're happy.
They were happy.
If they want to stay like that for eternity, that's good for them.
It's cool.
I'm not gonna lie. Platonically speaking, I'm gonna miss CR.
Yeah, I will too. She's a
I
good
think we
friend.
all will.
She was a good comrade.
She was a fucking misfit.
She will.
Until the end.
That's right.
It's just
Well,
And so that ends the first wrap-up session.
no, we can keep going another hour.
dude, this went by
It
quick.
did.
Like holy shit! I was looking at the time and I when
Yeah.
we started going over Endymion, I was just like, dude, we only have about an hour and 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yep. Well, we did keep getting off track and whatnot. Yeah, thanks. But all in all, I'd say that was a very successful session.
Yeah.
Next session, we will.
I'm pretty
Probably wrap
sure
up the
next
rest.
session's gonna wrap everything up.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
literally just like
Merc, and then intimidate your son into giving up his sword, and if he doesn't, Merc.
yeah, pretty much.
And then we'll go from there.
All right. One
Combat-
more session that I can be a guy.
Combat didn't happen this session. It's definitely gonna happen next session. No way in hell.
We're gonna be rolling or just gonna role play it through.
We're just gonna role play it.
That's fine. That's probably for the
We
best.
may end up having to roll a couple of times for
Depends on-
checks or whatever, but
I mean, that's up to you. We could always just flavor it.
Oh yeah,
This is
Bart.
what we do. All right.
yeah.
So Bart does have a conversation with V and Serenade about seeing if they'll be willing to help him further unlock the secrets of his celestial sword.
Yep.
And
Makes sense.
he'll introduce him. He kind of already knew V, I guess, but he'll introduce himself to Serenade and just be like, "Yeah, sorry, first time meeting you. I have a favor to ask. Yada yada yada."
Yeah.
They agree.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Well, that'll do it for this week's session. So next week we will see you guys for the final wrap-up session.
Maybe.
probably.
I mean, if anything prolongs this further, I have absolutely no idea what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like one of those last-minute improv things, no doubt.
Tomfoolery.
Yeah, tomfoolery or like, yeah, I don't know.
Shenanigans.
we will see.
Dungeons and Dragons.
After
I'll think of something.
Yeah.
after the
Yeah.
big combats, which we're gonna get through pretty quickly.
Right?
Elon just needs to
it's-
wrap
Be more role play.
Yeah, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Shit happens.
To kind of set up what we're gonna do with our characters.
To be honest, though,
after.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure
Yeah.
Endymion was going to be the longest thing that we had to worry about. Because again, we're basically just going to be like, "Hey,
Oh, that
hey,
fight. Man, there's a part of me that's pissed that we're not gonna see that fight, but
Oh, with
well.
Endymion?
Yeah.
Oh, did you already have? So did you
Oh,
plan on just
yeah.
killing her?
Oh yeah. Well, I hope that you guys were gonna kill her, but
I think this is a better ending.
I agree. I actually really
Well,
do agree
I got
with
a
that.
question. Whenever you got the time, send us her stat blocks because I kind of want to see what she was capable of.
Okay, you seriously want to know? I'll tell you what her stats and what Nygmata's stats were all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Strength, Dex, Intelligence, or Con, Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma. All of them were 30s.
So Endymion was just as strong as
Good
Nygmata.
job.
Damn.
Damn, that fight would have been fucking long too.
They all had plus 10s. That's why Nygmata was able to save against so much shit.
Yep.
Dad, friggin'
Well, he
God.
was a god, and Demian might as well have been.
Are we
Her
still
realm.
recording?
Yeah.
Note
so
to
on.
self.
So what was Endymion's AC?
And Demon's
Oh,
AC
do
was
we-
27.
Mana has 30s for all
We did already.
We
stats.
did?
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or last time.
Yavak Mana will eventually have that too.
Well, good night,
Well,
everyone.
probably does.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Thank you for
everyone.
joining us, and we will see you next week.
On the next edition of The Fun.